so I can tell you I got a tattoo because of you. I have been thinking about you lately, sign after sign reminds me of you, babe. You know how to love me, know how to touch me, can't get you out of my mind, babe. We love to party with some Bacardi, but baby, are we gonna be forever? I wanna be yours, at least for hours. Just buy me flowers, I'll be your pleasure. I have been thinking about you lately, sign after sign reminds me of you, babe. You know how to love me, know how to touch me, can't get you out of my mind, babe.
Baby, baby, hold me in your arms tonight. Don't move an inch, it's like you're laying in the perfect light. Ooh, it'll be just you and me and nothing else. No distractions, just attraction. Something about you makes me lose my inhibition. So baby, let's let go and take it real, real, real slow. So baby, let's let go and take it real, real, real slow. Baby, baby, come a little closer to me. Ooh, I need your touch, need your warmth, need your everything. Ooh, it'll be me and you and nothing else. No distractions, just attraction. And I'm no good at letting go, but there's something about you makes me lose my inhibitions. So baby, let's let go and take it real, real, real slow. So baby, let's let go and take it real, real, real slow. and make it rock, yeah. Side to side, left and right, take it slow, yeah, baby, come on, do it just right. And side to side, left to right, take it slow, yeah, baby, come on, do it just right. Yeah. Baby, you can get on my phone and make it rock,
All right, well, hello out there in DLive land. I am the coin captain,
I'm Gilly P.
And I'm BK Johnson.
and we,
Arr!
Trilogy.
yeah, buddy. All right, hey everybody. For the next approximately 3 hours, we are going to invite you into the conversation, talk about 3 special topics that we've brought for you, and just kind of hang out together and have a good time, learn a little something, maybe stimulate your heart and mind. That's kind of the way it goes here at the Trilogy Show. And how you guys doing tonight?
I'm
Gil,
Oh.
BK, how you doing tonight?
You've got to tell you know you
Oh.
got to tell
Gil,
who.
how you doing tonight?
I am doing well, Captain. How are you?
Ah,
No,
very
I'm
good,
doing
very
great.
good.
I'm doing great.
How long is
Started
that?
the.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
What?
How long is the warm-up
happened?
supposed to be? I'm
Well-
supposed to be
well,
timing. We have new
yeah.
things. I got to
Time
time you. What am I supposed to
The
do?
warm up. Oh, the warm up.
The 30 it's 33.
33 minutes. Yeah,
33 minutes,
33.
Let's go. Sorry, Gilly. What? How you doing?
I am doing good.
I'm doing
That's all I'm saying.
okay. Perfect. BK, how are you doing?
I'm as frantic as ever. Hi, everybody in chat. Sorry I didn't get to see you. We got some new things here, and I'm doing good. Thanks, Abby. Go to bed,
I'm glad to
Abby.
hear
Thank
that.
you. She
Look
thinks
at all
we're
these
cute.
awesome people already here watching. Hello, everyone. Hi,
Get
Burner
chat
Girl,
mode down.
Elizabeth, Furs, Patricia
Oh.
Angel. Who else we got? Elfzar. Am I missing anybody?
The usual suspects, huh?
The usual suspects. Yes.
The usual suspects.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi,
hello,
Beaker Johnson.
everybody. Is this thing on?
Hi, Dr.
Hello.
Coin.
Hello.
I like it
Hello?
with you on top, Coin. I got to say that.
Thank you. Oh well, I'm not. It's not my natural spot, but I can perform great things when I try very hard to do it.
6 kids.
Okay. Yes, exactly. I've
kids.
had some practice, but actually, you don't have to be on top for the 6 guy. Never mind. We're not mature tagged here. We should
Not
probably
yet.
move on.
We're getting
from this.
closer, but
Yeah, right. Let's
I'm
keep
doing,
going.
I'm doing okay.
A little more
doing okay.
champagne. We need a few more champagnes, and then maybe we'll go there. Unfortunately, though, I can't have any champagne for 20 more days because I am on day 10 of the whole 30, and I don't want to out you here, Gilly P, but I heard someone else is doing the whole 30.
Coin Captain says he can't have any alcohol for 20 days, and I've got 28 days on me, so I don't know what's going on. Like, you know.
All right, so BK, that's we're putting the pressure on you, man. 2/3 of Trilogy is on the whole 30.
I've been pretty good on my diet, though. I'm trying to exercise more. I think I'm fine on my diet.
That's good.
It's more exercise, so screw you guys. I'm going home. No, I think it's great, though, that you guys are both dieting and getting grumpier together. Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Burner Girl.
Grumpy together. I'm not getting grumpy.
Burner
you.
Girl.
You know, I don't know. I wouldn't say grumpy. I just
I'm
was
just
like, hey, I'll
joking.
jump in on that. I'm good with that.
Well, if you're not getting grumpier, you're doing it wrong, I think. But anyway, it's okay. I'm
No,
just kidding.
I went out and bought a pizza and carbo loaded like the day before. So
Did I hear an open up?
Did you really? Oh,
Yes,
that's
we
awesome.
did.
Lady
oh
Crochetter.
yeah.
Lady Crocheter, thank you so much for the host. I think, Burner Girl, she was like, my eyes are closing. I'm getting tired. I got to go, guys. Have a good night. And then she's still here donating. I think she's getting a second win now that the three of us are live. She's like, maybe I could stay for another couple minutes.
We have some cool
Burner
things
Girl
for
should fall
donuts.
asleep to our amazing voice. We should be all like,
Right.
Burner Girl, fall asleep.
Fall asleep.
Burner Girl, close your eyes.
Close your
Burner
eyes.
girl.
Trust the three men that are with you right
Trust
now.
the three men that's with you. Close your eyes, we
Oh my.
promise not.
Oh my.
to-
Do you like that?
Never mind.
Oh man, we're gonna get
A trilogy
Burner Girl,
lullaby.
lullaby, yeah. Wake up!
You're pretty,
No,
you're pretty goddamn
make
sexy.
your bed, make your bed.
Abby, you're pretty goddamn sexy.
Oh hey! I'm telling your wife, BK.
I can see that.
It's our alert at sexy time, so it's the
Yeah, it's an alert, all right.
It's an
Oh,
alert.
look at that.
Alert.
Gotta put
I'm
in the
alerted.
shameless plug.
Aye,
I'm
Captain.
alerted.
Well, Abby, it is the first time Abby's been able to see it because it is a difficult
I
time.
know,
to
that's
so
awesome.
Let's
I'm glad
break.
she's
Let's
here.
go over how it works because if you donated a Ninjet or Ninjagini or Ninjet,
What?
there's different things. If we also have
Are you,
things like
are
this
you trying to say
question
to
here.
Burner Girl she has to give us a
She has to
ninjet?
give
Is
us
that
a
what you're putting
Ninjet.
pressure
No,
on
she
that?
don't
Oh
do
my
that, Abby.
gosh.
Do not do that, Abby.
She's no. Don't.
But break down what if she does ever have a Ninjagini to spare.
Ninjet.
Then what happens?
Ninjet,
What
Burner
happens if she gives it?
And it's BK Johnson said that you've got to give us a ninjet.
Okay,
And it's all BK's fault.
I'm topping from the bottom. Coin Cap, explain everything.
But we won't love you if you don't give us a ninjet.
Explain everything about the donations.
Trilogy Show.
and the-
Oh, everything. Like
Ninjagini.
the question. We're about to do the question. We're going to do all that stuff.
We
All
do
the-
questions. What is that?
What?
He's like, come on, you're on top, man. Okay, all right. So you might happen to see. Is it over here? No, it's over here.
Thank you, Burner
Questions
Girl.
over there.
Over
and then
here. Actually, it's more like kind of down there.
Mm.
There's a question. It says, "What was the coin captain's major in college?" Type ! Enter for a chance to
Goofing.
play. So here's how this works. In about 28 minutes and 50 something seconds, we are going to pick one person to answer that question. If they answer the question correctly, they will get degrees, which are our chat points, which you can spend on various alerts, which are still in development. However, there are a few you can use currently, and I think they're down there in the about section. Did we ever put them down there? I think we did. Probably. I'm not sure.
Which ones? What do we put in the about section?
The alerts, the original ones, like
Yeah, we have the alerts down there.
boo
Yeah,
and
we got the
okay.
alerts. Yeah.
All right, we're next week we're going to roll out some new ones, so those chat points are going to become a little bit more valuable as time goes on, because once we get those going, you'll be able to influence the trilogy and who's on top. Well, maybe you don't like a topic or something. We're playing with it. We'll see how it goes, but you're going to have some interactivity and ability to kind of control things a little. So those will yeah.
Go to bed.
What to do?
With the trilogy.
What to do?
Go to bed with the trilogy.
Going Kevin's creepy.
He is a little.
Justin Sun rules.
Just
some
rules. So anyway, you'll get the chat points if you get it correct. If you don't get it correct, you don't get chat points. Man, just sucks to be you in that case.
You also get lemons, right, in the chest.
You also, yes, the chat, if you get it correct, the chat will also get lemons into the chest, which we will now open up 3 times per show, once per topic, instead of all at the very end.
My.
So we've got the counter now. We've got a little timer there. And so each thing, you can see we're on the warm up right now. Then we'll move on down to each thing on that list until we get down to our host. Now, we're not quite to affiliate yet. We have our 200 followers. We've submitted the application. It's been a few weeks. Hopefully we'll hear something back soon. We'll get an official host at that point. But for now, it's a pseudo host. We're going to tell you where to go, and then you have to listen. You have no choice in the matter. Wherever we tell you, you have to go after this show. You just have to do it. And that's how it works.
No, that's topping. There you go, baby.
Yes. All right. Cheers. Champagne.
Devastated if you did not listen to everything we said.
We would be devastated if you did not go where we tell you we hosted. And what else? What else is this? Do you want me to explain the chest, the topics, what the donate? I know you get a percentage of the donations, and we're gonna roll for a multiplier.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't remember
With
the
the-
math
with
of
the
that. You're
ninja-
the math guy, BK.
Okay,
You
so
explain
if you
that
donate
part.
a Ninja Genie,
You racist.
we will put in a.
Why is BK the? Well, hold on. Why is
Wait.
BK the math guy? What kind of?
That's in my book.
what
You should
kind
read
of
my book.
Stereotypes.
You know what's in my book,
I'm waiting
Cat,
for it
right?
to turn up.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like I could be offended if you say I'm good at math and I'm an Asian, but there's a reason behind that. But anyway, like yeah, I am good at math. I'm good at calculations. I told you, I'm good at
Dale
calculations.
Bold, how's it going? Welcome.
Anyway,
Fallen Angel's here too. Hi, Fallen.
hey, Fallen, she's alive. Thank you for being
Congrats
here.
on your win yesterday.
That was a great
Ooh.
match. That was a
Yeah.
great match.
I actually fell asleep. Speaking of falling asleep to the trilogy,
It was so good. I fell
actually
asleep.
I fell asleep to your best of 5.
Oh, thank
yesterday. I saw the first like 2.5 rounds, and I woke up in round 5 right before it's
Oh.
finished. Yeah, I was like, okay.
You should have seen Star Wars. It was beautiful.
I missed. Yeah, that's the one I
Oh
missed.
my
I saw
God.
I saw you setting it up, but I didn't actually.
So good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if you donate
that
a
might be a
Ninja
thing on
Genie,
my end.
we'll put in a
I'll
minimum.
just pull it closer.
We'll put a minimum of.
Is this better?
Oh, I don't know. Is this better?
I don't know. Yeah.
What's
I
going on?
feel
With
a
the
little
sound?
off mic today.
Who's
He-
it?
Gil was telling
Oh,
me
that's better.
my audio was low.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got a message from the one, the only.
That's because it's sexier that way.
Go to sleep.
Pretty goddamn sexy.
Who, me? Don't tell me that. I probably will.
Yeah, me
I was
too.
talking to
I'm telling
Gil.
you. What?
I was talking.
What?
I was talking about.
I feel dirty. I gotta go have a shower now.
was talking to Dale
What's going
Bald.
on?
Anyway,
Oh,
so like,
I'll follow you.
Ooh.
Oh,
I'd be devastated, Captain, if you brought some champagne into the shower.
anyone have that mature tag sticker right now? Anyway, anyway, yeah. If you donate a Ninja Genie, we'll put minimum of 30 lemons in the chest, but we roll every Ninja Genie. Every Ninja
Wait, your son
Genie.
wants to say material.
Mature.
Go ahead, boy.
Mature.
Every Ninja Genie and every Ninjet,
I'm so bad.
we will roll a die, a 3-sided die, just like the trilogy, and it'll multiply those 30 lemons. So if we roll a 1, we put 30 lemons in the chest. If we roll a 2, 60. If we roll a 3, 90. That's for a Ninja Genie, but for a Ninjet, we'll put in 300, 600, or 900 lemons. So donate your Ninja Genies and Ninjets today. Satisfaction guaranteed. All offers not. Some offers void in some countries.
Refunds prohibited.
Refunds
What the
prohibited.
hell is ASMR? Oh, was that what we were talking about last?
This is ASMR. Gil.
Is this? That's really
Gil,
low things to
listen-
get an emotional response. Okay, I'll
Listen
do
to
this.
me drink.
Let
This
me
is
try this out.
ASMR.
This is my ASMR.
Me popping my bottle of champagne.
Go on, Captain.
Yes.
Me popping off in
all
the
your
stream.
silver.
You want some silver, man? I got
No,
you.
I own all your silver. That'll get an
Oh,
emotional response from
Gil,
you.
wait
Yeah.
a minute. Gil,
Bye. Yes.
I sent you something
You sent me something again?
that you can put in your mouth.
Oh, you did, but I can't do it right now.
What? Oh.
What?
Right. Look at that. Holy crap. I sent it to you. and
Oh,
now
you're right.
can't
You
even
can't.
eat it.
I thought this was getting sexual, but we're talking about goldfish, guys. Phew! I got to tell you,
For the
it's
next
goldfish.
28 days, I can't eat the goldfish.
He's
You
abstinent.
should show. You have them handy. You should show everybody. Show.
I can go get one.
Tantalize yourself with them.
I ate one already. I did that on stream.
Oh, you did.
with
Oh,
Burner Girl
I
and
missed
with
that.
Coin.
Really?
Burner,
And
well, when you were in there, but you didn't hang around. So it was definitely when I was streaming with Burner and Joshua Joe. They were eating, and I didn't have anything to eat like them. So I ate. I was trying to get a psychedelic response out of goldfish. They were awesome though.
This mouse tastes pretty good, actually. I
I'm
mean,
glad you like them, Gil.
It's not
I'm
bad.
sorry
Yes.
that you have to wait, but at least you have a treat at the end of the.
Of
30
course.
days. Yeah.
I know.
My
It's
treat
wor-
is
it's one.
my treat is going to be a cheesecake.
Oh,
Is that a
my
pseudonym?
No,
Is that a euphemism?
pseudonym for a wife. Yes,
Vegetables.
pseudonym. Yes.
I literally every single day have been thinking about cheesecake.
Oh wow.
Oh my.
Did you tell your wife about that? I think she
actually
has been
did.
too.
Yes.
I'm sure she's been.
You know what?
Probably
you know
not
what?
as
I
much
think
as me, but yeah.
I want to go and gorge myself on some sushi at the end of it.
Come on
Like
over.
the rice.
Oh.
Not the sashimi, but the sushi.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
BK, that's my favorite food. Oh, I shouldn't. Well, maybe we'll do that as a question. Next
Sushi?
time.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite foods is sushi.
Me too.
Oh, I feel like sushi. You
Burner
like
Girl,
sushi like I like sushi?
Burner Girl,
Hey,
I
man,
make,
sushi's
I
my
make,
girl, man.
I make a mean New York cheesecake. I come from a line of bakers.
I love
used
New
to
York
own a
cheesecake too.
bakery,
Oh my
and,
God.
it was one of the best things we made. So yeah, you're speaking my language
Oh,
right
dude,
there.
you got it. Oh, Miss Thunder. You're in danger, Quincap.
Miss Thunder from down under.
Enter in, Miss Thunder. Enter in. We haven't done it yet.
I'm in danger.
You know what I'm thinking? I think quick fix. I think we should, for the first time, warm up and question should be highlighted, and you can pull the question whenever you want. Because I think it's weird waiting for 33 minutes. Is that weird to me or not? Is that weird?
Well, nobody's entered. Oh, we didn't even start it.
No,
That's why.
No, I did start it.
You did?
Elfzar entered.
He did? Elfzar's the only one?
I
so
don't
if
know.
I pull a wiener, it'll be Elfzar?
No, I think maybe one or two guys. Here,
All right, does anybody want a chance at answering the question? We'll do it right now. How about that? We
we still
there
got
you go.
20
You
minutes
highlighted
to
both.
chill.
Okay, so if you want a chance to answer the trivia question, which
Oh,
is right above
Abby.
BK's head.
She's not going to sleep. Go ahead.
Yeah, she might actually know. I think she knows the answer. I definitely told her this. Yeah, so if if her wiener gets pulled, she'll
30
get it right.
lemons for everybody, yes.
Don't you pull Abby's wiener.
Why? She might like it. You don't know.
Always have to ask for consent.
Maybe I already did.
Maybe I already did.
You're gonna be very dangerous, my friend.
I'm in
Some
danger.
trouble.
Like that. This is exactly why on my channel I demand
Boys.
verbal
She's like,
consent.
boys.
I demand verbal
Boys.
consent. You know what I mean? In my channel, I'm like, oh, she can't verbal consent.
All right, okay.
It don't
All
count.
right, here we go. All right, we'll do it right. Burner Girl, how do you feel about me pulling your wiener to in the chat?
Don't put.
Hey, Miss Thunder's got it right. Don't
Pull.
Don't put.
Yeah,
wieners-
not you don't put them, you pull them. Exactly.
Yeah.
pull. You don't.
There
pull
we go.
them.
Don't pull wiener. She corrected it. You want me?
Mic drop.
Am I supposed to pull it, Cap? Usually I'm ready, but not yet.
Hard to
Wait.
say. What was that?
Don't pull a wiener? Not yet.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
saw
I just-
my.
I saw
no,
that.
I was just doing it
Aye,
so
aye,
that they
Captain.
understood
I'm
where
a
I was
quartermaster.
going.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Yes. Right.
Almost had a
I am
misfire,
shocked.
guys. Premature fire. I'm sorry.
really
Ooh.
shocked.
Oh, now it's getting good. Ooh, yeah. Crack that whip. All right. Where were we? We were talking about wieners
Questions.
and whips and
It's the question.
questions. Yes, that's right. I have a question here, and if you guys want to have a chance at answering and getting yourself some degrees, which are our chat points, and some lemons for the chest, type ! Enter into the chat right now, because in just mere moments, we will pull a wiener, and you might be that wiener.
That wiener. I wish I were an Eskimo. Coin, cat, and wiener.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
I will
We
always
should-
let him top on me.
Oh my
But
God.
if I wasn't a coin, cat, and wiener, he likes being a bottom, so we'll see.
That's a good point. That's a good point there. I should really let these guys sing me to sleep. What should we sing? Not the Wiener song. All right, well, let's find out if you are the Wiener.
Berserker. Berserker.
Cool, sing
Would
Rocket
you
Man.
like to making fuck berserker?
Hey, whoa.
What? Did you say
It-
making fuck?
That's the song.
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
what
I'm
they
sorry.
said.
It was a quote. It was a quote.
Oh my God.
It's a quote. I'm
guys, we're gonna
sorry.
get-
It's a
All right,
quote.
well, there
No,
goes
it's
the
not.
affiliate.
It's not excessive.
That's
It's not excessive. It's
no,
not excessive
forget
yet.
it. It's already done.
PG-13
Hey,
allows
it's my
two.
band. F.U. Yankee Blue Jeans. What do you want from me?
PG-13 allows 2.
Forever in blue jeans, girl. All right, here we go. Let's pull it. You ready? You ready, BK?
I'm
When you
ready.
see the
Whenever you're
picture,
ready.
it's time. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Cannon's ready, Captain.
Don't touch my wiener.
That's a hamburger.
I was testing you. I was seeing how you're. I can
Aye,
do the
aye,
hamburger,
Captain.
by the
Aye,
way.
aye, Captain. Oh, God.
I can do the.
You can do the hamburger? That's cool.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about
Yes,
too.
I do.
Okay, very good. I can.
That's terrible, man.
That's the only one I can do is the hamburger.
Elfzar just said pull the wiener. Nice try, Elf. I'm waiting for the captain. He's my captain. Gil
Gil entered.
and Gil
Look at this.
entered. Oh my
Do you want me to
God.
pull your wiener, Gil?
No. You better stay away from my wiener. If I win it, all I can say is
Not yet, Miss
there's
Thunder.
gonna
Not
be a
yet. We
lawsuit.
got this. We got this. We got this. You're such an ass.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
You know, we're
Yo.
supposed to get the
I told you.
viewers
I told you
involved.
specifically, don't touch my wiener.
We're
Gil,
supposed to
how
get-
does it feel
We're supposed to
having
get
captain
the
pull your
viewers
wiener?
involved, Gil.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay.
Can I actually give it to Burner Girl, given the fact that
If
she
you're
did
the
answer?
wiener, you decide.
You can do whatever
I'm
you
gonna
want.
let Burner Girl answer the question
Okay.
because I know the answer because I asked you.
Yeah, I think she knows the answer for the record
All
too.
right.
I'm pretty sure she knows.
Look
Abby,
at that
Burner
pulsating
Girl.
pickle. That's not appropriate.
Gil takes the power and
That's
gives
not
it to you.
appropriate. For what we've been talking about, it's plenty appropriate. I mean,
Oh, so guys, I want to let you know, if you're out there and you want to
Pulsating
win that, you
pickle.
got to enter the last minute. It seems like that randomizes.
Oh, she's torn between two of them. Oh, this is
Okay,
good. Good pick, Gil. Good pick.
The coin captain used to be.
yes, you guess now.
You do it now.
You will do it. You can
Get
do
to the
it.
chopper.
There is no bathroom.
Yes. It's not
Hey.
a dormer.
Hey.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Mind
interestingly enough, that is not correct.
Uh-oh.
But you think it might be B. B is the correct answer. Yes, I majored in elementary education. Now,
Oh, wow.
let's go through this for a moment, though, because all of them do have a relationship to me. When I was in high school, my senior year, I thought 100% for sure I was going to do psychology as my major. And my German teacher, I took German in high school, and I have a bad memory too, Burner Girl. It's all good. No offense taken. Trust me. I'm like I probably have a worse memory than you. I don't even remember what my major in college was.
Coin Captain, this is a trilogy show. You want to keep going, go. Remember where you are. Go.
What?
Sorry, never mind.
I don't know.
totally jacked him
What
up
did I
there.
do wrong? What did I do wrong?
Everything. I don't know.
Well,
Whatever.
that's not unusual, but I'd like to know so I can like correct myself.
Oh, it was a joke. Keep going.
Okay.
You did nothing wrong.
Great. So when I was in high school, senior year, I knew what I wanted to do, and it was psychology. That's right. Take that slap, and you'll do it again now. See, look at this. This is great. Maybe topping isn't so bad after all. But my German teacher convinced me out of it. She's like, you can't get a job with a bachelor's in psychology. Nobody's going to hire you because because they're a dime a dozen. You have to have a master's in psychology if you really want to get a decent job. So she's like, get a teaching degree because you'll get a job, and then if you want to get a master's in psychology, you can still do that and then just transition over. But at least you have an employable bachelor's. So that's what I did. I went for elementary education to be a teacher, and my senior year of college, I decided I wanted to be an airline pilot. And so by that point, I'd already done so much of the degree, I just finished it because it would be stupid to do something different at that point. But then I went immediately into working for the airlines on the ground while I was doing my flight training. Then I got diagnosed with diabetes, and I couldn't fly. Diabetes, and now I'm a flight attendant. Yeah, and C is partially correct because that was my minor in college, not my major. So that's why astronomy.
You were
is
a
not the
minor?
correct answer. I minored. Well, I was for 17 years, and I also minored in astronomy in college. Yes.
I think we've all been a minor at one time in our lives.
So there you go. That's the coin captain in a nutshell.
Ba-dum-bum.
Hey, so what do we do now? We got 13 minutes. Why don't I, BK, why don't you take the floor for a minute while I catch up in chat?
Oh, what?
Because I'm good at that.
You're
Yeah.
passing up the top?
Well,
I was going to say
I'm
that because
topping-
I was going
I'm-
to say the good news is that
it's
we have a
delegated.
chest coming up soon. And what did we have for again, we have to wait a little bit because we haven't gotten into the next section yet. But
Yes.
we also, the good news is that we do have a minimum cap on our chest now, right?
Yes. It's
33.
What did we say?
right?
33. Yes. That sounds.
Yeah.
Yes. Because we like threes here.
Yes.
Everything in threes. 3 angles, 3 people, 3
Sims.
Trilogies. 3 trilogies.
I'm stealing that from Miss Thunder.
Burner Girl wants a minimum of 69, and I'm sure Dale Bold agrees. Yep, there you go. We'll take this under advisement and get back to you.
Well, we were testing this out because it might be too long for the warm up. I don't know. What are we feeling, guys? Because we can
Yeah,
jump in.
I think we should let's just jump into it. I mean, today was going to be a bit of a trial, so
Yeah, we're trying it out. So What
Well,
are
we
you
don't
feeling?
need a break in between. So how about let's open the chest now. We'll go
Oh,
down a
No.
level.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to
I
open
got
the
the
chest now?
diabetes. I need to take a pee break.
Oh, you like breaks? Okay.
no,
All right.
well, no, it's fine. We
Oh,
can keep
we're
going.
opening a chest before and after the break because I thought after the break we
No.
will open. you know
No,
what I
we're
mean?
just not going to take a break.
What is this? Is this supposed to be a hot mess stream or what?
Yes.
Essentially, yes. Do you enjoy it, Gilly P?
No, I don't.
Gillyfish? Goldfish, gillyfish?
We're testing it out. So, what are you feeling as the top coin cap? You are the most accurate litmus test right here. How does it feel
what
being
is-
on the top when it's a hot
How do I
mess?
get out of the show?
Just
You
The
want to
Hot
get
Mess
out?
Express?
barrel
That's
boy,
easy,
barrel boy.
Just do it. Oh, all right.
No, I'm just kidding.
Uh,
No.
oh.
I like that. I like that.
How do you get
Welcome
out?
aboard
How do
the
you get
Hot
out?
Mess Express?
How do you get out? Just
You just turn
How
off
do
the
I leave
camera.
this chicken?
You've done this
Shit.
many times.
we,
Just
we
hit that
well, if you
camera
review the
off.
contract, Gil.
Thank you for the
if
lemons,
you-
Patricia
If
Angel.
you
By
do
the way,
leave, you need
I didn't hear those lemons.
you do
Did they-
need to
Yeah, we didn't need
donate
those
2
lemons.
ninjets to mine and coin cap. It's in the contract. If we ever bail on Trilogy, 2 ninjets to each of the other members. So you know the price, Gil. 2 ninjets to me,
BK,
2 ninjets
I
to.
didn't hear the lemons.
You can't hear it right now.
Oh, there. I hear them now.
What?
Lemons. Give me the lemons. Thank you, Elfzar. Appreciate
Elf,
that.
thank you. Oh, he just paid for the chest. Thank you, guys.
Oh,
11 for each of us. That's 33.
wow. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Elf. Thank you, Burner Girl. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Joshua Joe.
Dale's
you,
like, how
guys.
the hell do I get out of here? You can't, Dale. You're stuck now. It's kind of like the Hotel California. You can never leave.
Yeah, it
I'm
can't.
scared.
It can't be the Trilogy Show without Gilly P.
I'm in danger.
I know.
Except
Speaking
when I
of-
said I'm Jar Jar Binks. I'm in danger.
Misa,
I think we can. I think
Misa
we can
BK
beat us
Johnson.
this for 9 minutes.
we can. Do you want to
Yeah.
though? Again, like, do you want to? You're the top. What are you feeling?
Well, here's the problem. Here, let's work. We'll just work it out. It'll take us 9 minutes to
we
work this
can
out.
work it out.
So I think 30. I agree. I actually think 33 is too long for the warm up, but I think 3:33 is too short. So what
Yeah.
do we do there? I don't know,
I
how to
know.
fix that.
13:33 or 23:33 is difficult.
Yeah.
9:99. Are you out of your mind?
69.69.
That's an hour and 10 minutes, dude.
Yeah, that's a long time. No.
Mature.
But-
Wait, your son wants to say mature. Go ahead.
But if it's
Go
done
ahead.
right, it might last that long.
Oh, Think's here. She'll help.
Oh, Think's here.
Think's.
Yeah.
Oh, she's,
Has the
al-
show even started?
she's always
What is
wondering.
this about?
You're not late because the show hasn't started, but you're late because we are. No, you're not late. Don't worry about it. You're not late. We haven't started.
Look at we did this because
We have 8 minutes and 55 seconds left until we start. See, now we made it easy for you, Think. We know that it gets confusing. Like, did it start? Did it not start? So we're like, oh, well, we'll just put a clock up in there and then she'll know exactly when it starts. So now you know. 8 minutes and 30 something seconds until it starts.
Wait, so we're not opening the chest, is what you're saying. So we're still in warm up. Okay, don't worry, we're good.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you are also OCD, just saying. Hardy har har. It started.
Who
It
said that?
didn't
What?
start. It really didn't. It doesn't start until we get down to the first topic. That's really the start. That's kind of like, that's when it starts.
We're only OCD when we only play OCD on TV. Well, maybe not CoinCap. CoinCap is really OCD.
She says 13th. We could do.
Gil, you okay? You look like
let's
you're
see,
frozen in time.
No, I'm okay.
I think
okay.
we-
I'm just
we're
I'm
bored him to
like letting
death.
you guys go for it.
9/11. Oh my gosh. How about? Well, there's 180. Could we use 100? Maybe we could use. No, that's not gonna. I was gonna say there's 180 degrees in a triangle, so maybe we could
That's
do
true. 18 minutes?
But then it's like 1800, right? I don't know.
Not too bad. No, 18 minutes would be okay. I think we actually when we started talking about it, it was about 18 minutes in anyway. So 180
Yeah.
degrees.
All right, that's the only
18.
other thing I can think of that's triangle related, but it's. I mean, it's kind of. We're pushing it because it's 1800 instead of 180.
This is where you're OCD.
I am. Well, I'm not. I never denied that.
No.
I mean, I'm not diagnosed, but if you guys can diagnose
Gil, what
me,
do you
I'm fine
think?
with it.
Gil, what do you think?
He's Australian. He doesn't. It's.
He doesn't what?
I just said it. For
He
a
doesn't
second.
count.
There was no ending to it.
He's Australian.
The Australian was the punchline.
Oh.
He He's all right.
Don't
Come here,
worry.
I'll send you some more goldfish.
For all of you wondering, there is an addendum in the contract. If someone leaves on an insult, he only owes he only owes him 1 ninjet. He owes me 2 ninjets for running away. What was that, the devil? What did you say? Oh,
Me?
he's
No,
back.
the devil. I don't know. Yeah, I knew he'd come back. He can't get enough of us.
It's not. It's all good.
Darling,
Gil's in space. Don't worry about it.
can't get enough
I gotta
of your
train up
love,
for my
babe.
lunar cargo runs.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh my. Yes.
All right, so I guess I'm thinking 18 minutes is fine. I'm cool with it. I think it was about right.
I think now that we've live tested it, I think 18 is about the sweet spot.
18 for the warm up. We have a little bit of time for the question. Do you want to? Yeah, like right. Or do you want question combined with that?
I would be
Probably
devastated.
good, right?
Oh yeah, here we
Do
go.
not join me
That
for at
is-
least
He
one
Faked me
glass.
out
This is Gilly
again.
P.
You
I'm
did it, Gilly
champagne.
P.
You
He
missed
faked
it.
me. That's
Hippie-
our follow alert. Any lurkers out there want to follow
Please
us? So that
follow.
I'm not holding this for no reason.
Yeah, come on. We need
I
some more
look like a
followers.
dumb guy. Hey, fill up my glass. Where's some champagne? It's empty.
Hey, Coin Captain, if you want to give me the glass, I'll fill it up for you.
Here, take it.
Hang on a second. I
Don't
gotta stand
say
up for
no,
this.
Coin
sorry.
Captain. Say no. He's
Thanks.
fooled me once. Shame on me.
He did. He
Wait, shame on you. Dang it. Anyway, Coin Captain.
Yes.
Like, do you like the question being at the same time though? Like, as
I'll
the warm up.
unfollow if that helps. No, Dale, don't
Go for
do
it.
that. Don't.
Everyone
I'm sorry, I
unfollow.
just-
We want to get to 0 followers.
It
by
won't.
the
It
end of
won't
the stream.
trigger the alert. If you
It
unfollow
won't-
or
it won't-
refollow,
yeah, it will not
won't trigger
ever
it.
again.
It has to be a.
It kind of sucks.
You get one and done.
You get
one
one.
champagne with the trilogy, and that's all you ever get.
Hippie
And a
Soul
lot-
gave us a follow before as we were warming
Thank
up
you,
though. So
Hippie Soul.
Hippie Soul, thank you for the follow.
Awesome.
That was true.
Very cool.
Thank you, Hippie
All
Soul.
right. Well, you asked me a question, BK, and I was distracted.
Do you like
Can
the
ask me?
18 minutes being combined with the question in the beginning? Right?
Yes.
Because then okay, cool.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
And then we have the chest. So I say we open the chest and go to the next topic, unless you want to check chat, Coin. It's up to you. You're the top.
I don't. Yeah. Well, Blackheart G60. Ahoy! Welcome. Dale Bolt. Every time I see that Top Gun sticker, I'm like, dang, will that damn movie come out, please? I
The new
really
one,
want to see
yeah.
it.
Top
Yes,
Gun 2.
I am really looking forward to it. And it's like they keep like 4 times now. They've pushed back the release date. I'm like, oh my god, this thing better be good, right? That's the problem when you build anticipation for something and then you make it longer and like people are gonna build this thing up like I have so big in their heads. There's no way it's gonna meet expectations, and then everybody's gonna be like, it kind of sucked, right? You gotta set the expectations low and over deliver. And
Yep.
I feel like they're setting themselves up for failure by constantly pushing this back.
Yep, I feel the same
I mean,
way
I
about
get
the
it,
bedroom.
COVID and all
Yes.
that, but still,
Yep.
it's just like I'm going to bed in 4:37.
Yep, as the clock is going there, it's like
Yeah.
she's here just for the chest, Coin Cam. It's working. It's working. She's staying for the chest. No, I don't know.
She's a lemon lurker. I get it. Was the first topic how to start the show?
Yes.
No.
Oh. No.
It was Coin Captain's major in no. The first the first topic is seasons.
Yeah.
Seasons. But we're not there yet. We have to wait 3 minutes and 20.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
You're not
No,
beholden to the clock.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm OCD. I want.
Well, Coin Captain is on top, so he does lead. So.
That's true. That's true.
Oh,
Welcome
man, the
to
power
the
is
next
going to my
27
head.
Yeah.
Thank God it's
I've got
thank God it's 18 minutes next time.
Well, I won't be on top then.
Yeah.
It's going to be what 3 weeks before, or 3 more.
Three more
before
weeks.
It's before it's.
You're
me.
and you're the only one who got 33 minutes and 33 seconds, Coin Cam. Isn't that special?
That's a
Hey,
blessing.
Buzz. How
Isn't
you
that
doing, man?
special?
Is that Buzz Kingo? How's it going? Good to see you. The Coin Captain's major in comments. Tomato twerker, not a lemon lurker. Okay. Man,
Tomato twerker.
tomato twerker.
Ooh.
That
That
could
sounds like
get
we got a mature tag.
that could get squishy.
I don't get what a tomato
Um,
is. What's the tomato?
Only 5? Is it really only 5 days until summer? Elfzar's like, what is happening?
Coin Cam is imprisoning us with a clock.
We're just we're just winding things down in the warm up. We're winding down the warm up, and then we're gonna go straight to a chest. In 2 minutes and 14 seconds, we're gonna open up a chest.
Yeah. Okay. So
Just open it.
Oh my.
Just BK, just open it as soon as the clock runs out. Just go boom.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I mean, I'll give you something. I'll give you a little bonus for me holding you hostage. That way you don't sue me.
You can take lemons, Abby. I won't sue
Do
you.
I have a good tomato sticker? I don't.
You know what, Coin Captain? I'm gonna sue. I'm gonna sue all of you.
Sue everybody.
I'm gonna sue everybody.
You hurt me with
gonna-
your words.
I'm gonna
gonna
sue you for
sue
giving
you.
me these things.
Do I have to use my own voice for those, or can I use Elfzar's voice changer? I don't believe it.
Own voice.
Yes, it is. You must use your own voice. Yes, you can use impersonations as long as it's yourself speaking. If you want to impersonate Elfzar, that's fine. Well, that might be comedic. I could enjoy
Think
that.
for yourself. Pro tip: ask this when he's on the bottom, not on the top.
Oh, would you
Ooh.
give her a different answer?
No, you might.
Oh, I see. I got you. Okay, fair enough.
I know how to control.
Three
Coin
boys
Captain.
named Sue. Oh, no, we got a little Johnny Cash.
This is a great start to the show, Coin Captain. I love you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
It's only up from here.
Well, like I said, you got to set your expectations low,
Low,
and
and
then over deliver. So I'm setting the bar as low as I can, and that way, at the very end, they're gonna be like, "Wow, that show just got better and better. It was awesome."
You're a genius. You know that? You're a genius.
Yeah, thank you. I try.
Burner
Goes like,
leaving
"I'm
us,
out."
and then-
She's splashing on
And then-
us. Oh my god, that's
and then-
very
and then-
playful.
yeah, we miss Velvet here on DLive.
Oh,
She's gone.
it's almost time.
It's almost time.
for the chest. Ooh, it's so exciting. Lemony,
Is it?
lemon.
Oh, there's the
ding.
ding.
I heard there's our triangle going on.
chest is
You know what
open.
That means get the
33
chest.
lemons, guys. We have a minimum of 33 here.
Yeah. If Burner Girl had gotten the right answer, it would have been much bigger.
Yeah, because we just start popping in diamonds and all that stuff. Yeah.
Sorry, Burner
It's
Girl.
all Burner Girl's
I
fault.
know.
Take that
Bye.
chest, Abby.
Thank you. Thank you
Okay,
for
bye.
being here. Okay, bye. Ding dong.
8 seconds.
Rumor has it that users with high engagement are usually luckier.
Elfzar with 8. First, 33334 with 5. Dale Bold with 4. 420, 4.2. And Elizabeth, 1975 and 13 with 3.6. Think for yourself at 3.1. Oh, look at her.
awesome.
Thank you.
3 and 3. Thank you so
What?
much. Appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right,
Think for
Burner
yourself.
Girl, sleep well, sweet dreams. We'll catch
night,
you
Abby.
on the next Trilogy Show. It's an order. No. You
Go
need
to
your
sleep.
rest. Go to sleep. Go.
Go to sleep.
Pretty goddamn sexy. Good night.
Go to sleep.
Good night, Abby.
Go to sleep. Go to. Forget it. I can't do it now. I was trying to.
Justin Sun
trying to
rules.
tuck her in, and
I forgot to do this. The chest was
The
open.
devil has to rush in.
Ooh, we're almost there,
Oh.
guys. We're almost
devil
there.
rushes in whenever I try to tuck her into sleep.
Are you
Could be
ready?
worse,
Are
could
you
be
ready,
worse.
Coin?
See? Am I for the chest? No, we did that.
No,
For
no.
the topic season.
You get a 333 monologue. We have to shut the hell up.
Oh, okay. Yes,
you ready?
I'll try it. Well, yeah, I'll try. I don't know.
It's up
We'll
to you.
see. Probably not. I don't actually feel ready. No, but
Okay, tell me
we'll
when
do
you're
it
ready.
anyway.
First,
Oh,
thank you
we'll
for
get
the
you ready.
lemon.
Hang on a second.
That's a bad
We'll get you
idea,
ready.
BK.
Okay.
Here we go. We're getting you ready for the
I'm listening.
conversation.
I would be devastated.
Okay, ask the question.
That'll get you ready.
At least one
Blackheart
glass
G60.
of fine champagne.
Fine champagne.
Fine
Thank
champagne.
you so much, Blackheart.
Devastated.
Cheers. I can't drink it now because I'm on diet and stuff.
Yeah, there's water.
All right, roll it. Roll it, BK.
Roll it. Good luck.
42. Yes, 42.
333
Good
on the
man.
clock.
All right, thank you. So, everybody, welcome aboard. We are here on the Trilogy Show to talk about seasons and
What is correct?
What is
You're not supposed to
correct?
talk.
You're being a bad bottom there. We're going to have to mete out some extra punishment for you, Gilly P.
Oh my.
I just learned that it's possible pi might equal 4 and not 3. You and your conspiracy theories. I'm enamored with them. I want to learn more. Tell us, but not now. I'm in my 3 minutes, and I'm going to try my best to at least mete out some eke out, not mete out. Meeting is like Seasons. I was thinking this week about the seasons of life and also the seasons of the year. As Burner Girl aptly pointed out, we're about to change seasons from spring to summer. So I basically want to put forward this idea of seasons and see what you guys have to say about it. I'll tell you what I've been thinking about it. I love the change of the seasons. One of the things I love about living here in Seattle is we get all 4 seasons. We do get fall, we do get winter, although winter's not super harsh, which is good, but we do get it. And then we've got spring and summer and all that. So I've lived in places where you really don't get all those seasons, and it's not as enjoyable. And I think there's kind of a what's the right word? Parallel to life. I think there's seasons of life, and life is most full. This is my hypothesis here that I'm putting forward, my pontification, that if you don't experience all of the seasons of life, it's missing something, right? And I don't know. I feel so. The first question I have is just it can be open-ended as far as actual seasons, right? My favorite season is autumn. I love autumn because I'm a bottom. No, I just love the fall leaves, apple cider, pumpkins, pumpkin bread, like stuff like that. All the things that come along with fall. It's my favorite season. And there's just a little chill in the air, but not so much that it's uncomfortable. So first part 1 is like, what's your favorite season? Do you have any, memories of favorite seasons, like fall, but the spring, summer, fall, winter. And then I also want to kind of hear your thoughts on the seasons of life, whether you've had a favorite season of life, whether you think there's a season of life ahead of you that you're anticipating and you're thinking is going to be the best one. I feel like I'm a little bit, and this might be a shocker to you guys, I'm in a little bit of a midlife crisis lately. So that's kind of the season I feel like I find myself in is the midlife crisis. And it's a little uncomfortable. It's a good season because there's a lot of opportunity. But it's also uncomfortable because
I want to say something right now.
You can. Well, you almost can. What is there, like 10 seconds left? How much? Oh, what's the delay? Because it says 14 for me. There. Oh, you'll hear the bell, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. There you go. So, since Gilly P is so excited and ready to go,
it's just when you said options, I wanted to say something. But
go ahead, man. What are the options? It's your floor. No, it's you, man. Go for it. Talk about seasons.
I was going to say something about a photographer, but I thought I'd better leave it go.
Do you know any photographers, Gilly P?
No, I don't. That's why I let it go.
Oh, okay.
We're free. Right. Miss Thunder, no, that's just the top gets 3 minutes to introduce the topic.
Yeah, I get they can't interrupt me. I can say whatever.
The top gets the top for real. Now we're free, Gil. Right. Go, Gil.
Now they can attack me and tell me how terrible I am and make me turn off my camera and stuff. Gil.
Yeah.
What's your favorite season? Fall, winter, spring, summer?
Rerun season.
That's interesting. I like that answer actually. Go with it.
Yeah. So I really like it. I don't know. It's like when they play all the old TV shows. I love that stuff.
How much TV do you watch a week on average?
Nowadays, I technically hold on. So I don't watch TV anymore because everything's downloadable and stuff like that.
Okay.
So are we going to count video on demand as TV?
Yes, but not if it's like YouTube. Like it would have to be like Netflix or like actual television programming, but downloadable counts. Yes.
Yeah. So even if it's on YouTube, but it has to be a TV program, like made
something
for
that aired on TV at one point. Yes.
Okay.
Or on a. Yes, I don't know. Just talk.
a movie would count as well because it's probably played on TV. So I'd probably say 15 hours
a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say probably about 15 hours a week. Yeah.
Pre-pandemic and post, or during? I mean, or like.
You know what? I used to watch a lot more because of just my craziness when it comes to cinema and film and television and media and stuff like that. But just because I've been so busy, especially with the streaming and all that sort of stuff, I just don't have time. I usually watch about an hour before I pass out at night. That's my wind down time. So usually I grab an iPad. I've also got my own version of Netflix, which is called Plex. So I have pretty much everything that I want to watch, and I will go through the same things over and over again that bring me joy and compassion. So a lot of the new stuff I don't bother. I don't watch television. Probably the only thing that I kind of watch is maybe late night TV, because it's more news based and current affairs based. So, you know, I'll watch, let's say, like Stephen Colbert late show, or what's his name in Jimmy Kimmel or something like that, just to keep it, you know, find out what everyone's talking about. But apart from that, yeah, I don't actually really watch television. But then I have an incredible passion for 70s, 80s, and 90s television. So, you know, I might go through and watch The X-Files again, or there's a British science fiction show called Blake 7 that I'm incredibly enamored by. So, you know, I'll just go and sit and watch it. It's very dark for something that was created in the 70s. You know, recently I've been going through some of the original Doctor Who episodes with my partner, and just showing her some of the things that really influenced me when I was younger. You know, I've been watching a lot of Japanese animation, which originally was played on American and Australian TV. So I'm building something based on one of those shows. So I'm just watching lots of that sort of stuff. So I really love, hey, Buzz King, he's Blake 7, hell yeah. Buzz King, in fact, introduced me to a whole bunch of TV shows recently, which I also just completely didn't know about and fell in love with. So the end of my day is always ends up with me watching something until I can't open my eyes anymore.
So I'm curious. You mentioned the rerun season. Now that's kind of harkens back to actual television, right, where it's live streamed or whatever, restreamed, but not streamed, but broadcasted. So there would actually be like an actual date that would start, right? And all the studios. But now you mentioned, you know, everything's pre-recorded and on demand. Is there still a rerun season, or is that kind of fading out now? Is that going to be a thing of the past because it'll just be a constant barrage of new things from, pre-recording?
I think it's pretty much done, to be honest with you. I think that, you know, nowadays, I'm sure this happens in the States because it's happening here a lot as well, is that they'll do this new thing where, like, the TV show will air in the evening and it's immediately available on a streaming service tied to the channel. So, you know, the latest episode of something comes out and then you can go and just, you know, watch it and stream it online. So you don't have to be, you know, the days of missing something that's on television or recording it and then sitting for an hour and finding that time, that's gone, right? We don't sit in front of the boob tube anymore. We've got, you know, I can watch the same thing on my computer, on my TV, on my iPad, or on my phone. When I travel around the world, I used to download episodes that I wanted to watch while I was on a flight, and I just watched them on my phone. And that, you know, I would, you know, be able to churn that. I didn't have to carry anything with me. It's really interesting to see how that's completely changed. Mm-hmm. So now, you know, even the stuff that I've collected over the years on my own personal Netflix type server, it's really interesting to see that that's now available on like the local free to air channels version of a video on demand, because they've got the rights to it to play it here. They won't play it here because it's, you know, so they'll put it on there. And it's just, oh man, it is. Yeah, but I used to love rerun season. Absolutely. Like that was my
So winter is rerun season?
Like,
that's what it is, right?
Yeah, winter is rerun. That's where, like, you know, people are not going to pay, or, you know, it wasn't premium time, so they will put the filler in. That's where you get the repeats of shows. That's where you get like old stuff. I can only talk about the Australian experience because obviously I've lived here and grew up here. I'm sure Buzz and a few other Aussies, if they're in here, will talk about it. This is where you get reruns of things like Gilligan's Island or Bewitched or,
even today?
I'm trying to think of some of the other classic ones. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. I miss those.
And I love, you know, to be able to go, you know, it's kind of a weird thing, but my girl never saw Gilligan's Island. Never saw it. Didn't understand it. Didn't understand the references. I was like, okay, we're gonna sit down and watch it. And she's like, this is the stupidest thing in the ever. And I'm like,
Thank
yeah,
God
but
she
you
can
could
watch
go
Galaxy
onto
Quest
any
now. Go ahead.
bus.
Mhm.
You could go on any bus around the world in the early '80s, and you didn't even have to speak the language, but everyone knew the song, the theme song to Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
When you said Bewitched, it triggered something in my mind. Did you really like I Dream of Genie?
Mhm.
Gil? I bet was it because of he worked at NASA?
Oh.
Actually, it's so funny you should say that. That's actually the show I was trying to remember, and I completely forgot the name, but it was I Dream of Genie. So there's a shot outside of NASA in what I was going to say in Dallas, Texas, right? So as you're going in there was a shot on the TV show every time he was at work, which is actually and it still stands there today, which is some T-38 planes and a big NASA sign and a runway. So when I finally got there in 2019, when I was taking my students and we were going to do some work there, right? I was like, oh my gosh, that's the shot from I Dream of Genie. So I knew exactly where I was because of I Dream of Genie.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
I liked it because Genie was hot.
Yeah, I was going to say that it was Genie with the midriff.
The midriff,
was
yeah.
what I was watching it.
But I actually did prefer Bewitched, but actually the hotness of Genie would always pull me back to I Dream of Genie. They were very similar shows.
You know, recently, again, I just showed the first episode in black and white to my girl, and she was like, this is really suggestive. And I'm like, yeah, the funny thing is, for 4 years, he never touched her. I mean, you know, it's like totally.
And she's there realistic. Saying, Master, what can I do for you all the time?
Master, let's go.
What can I do for you, Master? No, I'm like, what?
Yeah. Miss Thunder says, yeah, she was a babe. Yeah, she was. Absolutely.
Wait, so Seasons, it went from season. How is this like, wait, you well, so the only reason you like Seasons is because of TV. You don't care about the actual like other stuff. I mean, I know you do, but I'm saying that the most important thing to you is TV.
Well, kind of. That was a huge influence on my life. I mean, look, I love summer.
That's awesome.
There's a point here in Australia about December where it gets really hot. And it's a beautiful moment where the temperature outside is actually a lot warmer than, like, you know, your own body temperature. So you start to feel a little bit like an oven. And that to me is a trigger to say, hey, it's summer. Then summer links to summer vacations and really great memories. So there are definitely times where I'm driving down the road and the window's open because you're trying to keep cool and you get that blast of really hot Australian air. And to me, it's like, oh yeah, it's summer. Let the good times roll. But apart from that,
Gilly P in shorts.
Oh, Gilly P in a lot of things.
Oh, Speedos.
Oh my. Oh my.
All right, so I was debating this as we were. I'm liking. I have to say, BK, and Gil, I'm liking this clock. BK put it together. That's why I said it. But it helps me. It is because of my ADD. This definitely. It's like because now I'm actually thinking like, how do I want to plan this out? Do I want to let him go? Do I want to cut him off?
It was all for you, Coin Captain. You needed help.
Great for me.
Really bad help. Yes.
So there's two ways I could go about this. I could actually pivot to my second part, which is the seasons of life. But I think the other way I could do it, and the way I'm going to choose to do it, is I'm going to pivot now to BK and talk about the seasons: spring, summer, fall.
Oh wait,
winter.
so I don't. Okay, yeah, and then.
So you're just going to do that part. Then we're going to pivot back to Gil, do the seasons of life, and then back to you. See what I'm going to do there?
I don't know what you're doing at all.
Two-part. Okay. What we're talking about.
Just do it. Just do it. Do me.
BK, what's your favorite season?
My favorite season is when I was growing up. It was winter because of Christmas and school being off during that time, and I always hated the heat growing up. I always loved playing in the cold. Actually, I was always like hot all the time, and so.
Ooh. Oh my.
So I'm glad it was from Miss Thunder. Wait, never mind.
She wants to watch. You have to go to our OnlyFans.
Oh my! But anyway, yeah. So when I grow up, though, now it's and actually I always liked summer too because of that long summer break in America for school. There was always that difficult. Oh look, spoiler alert! Topic is school, and it's me. But like, it was always that long 3-month break or almost 3 month, and it was like, summer was so great, but I always kept inside more because I liked it colder. And I also had 2 older sisters and not a brother to do too much sports with. So I did like a lot of like, that's why I got into gaming and stuff like that. So summer was nice with no school and freedom. But I did like the climate of Christmas, and it was of winter, and also because of Christmas, I could get with the family and get presents and stuff. So that was my favorite. It kind of switched. Now, personally, right now, I gotta pick summer. Yeah, I like hot weather now.
Do you like snow?
I like seeing snow and hanging
not
out
being
in.
in
I like no work and snow. The only reason I don't like snow now is because I don't like driving in it. Other than that, I love snow. Yes, I love snow, and I don't like people having to not be able to make it to, you know, if someone's coming over, it's like, sorry, it's snowing and we don't have 4-wheel drive and all that stuff. You know, it's like snow gets in the way, especially, you know, I'm talking about in Seattle. It's for some reason not. I mean, like usually in Seattle, it's like 1 year off, 1 year on a lot of the times, where it's like there's a really bad snow season and then nothing the next year. So they because of that, they never prepare to drive in, oddly enough, rain or snow, really, unfortunately, I think. And so there's a lot of stuff like that where it annoys me as I grew up. But when I was a kid and I didn't have a job, yeah, winter, snow, love it.
Does it ever snow in Melbourne?
No, well, no, it doesn't get. We're too warm here. We get like slush and ice, but not snow. We do get snow in some of the upper mountains here, but yeah, I love snow. When I spent time in Canada, I would walk around like with no jacket and just play with it, just seeing the snowflakes land on you. It was just amazing. But yeah, we don't have white Christmases, nor do we have you know, any of that sort of stuff.
Isn't Christmas in July?
Foreign idea. Christmas in July, but it's wet and cold. It's kind of weird.
Wow, Patricia Angel has never seen snow.
Wow. And Buzz can go once.
She has. She's seen it on TV and in movies. Come on.
You know what you mean.
It's different though, staring into the sky. That is unique.
I really love snow. You know, snow, and I was really excited to go live in Canada, but well, didn't really happen.
I remember my family one time went to Disneyland for Christmas, and they do that fake snow in the main street in Disneyland. That was even fun because they did a good simulation of fake snow. So because in California it's not going to snow, but hey, or not that often. So they do that in Disneyland.
Ola, it's me. You said yours is fall. I don't know if you caught that earlier, but that's my favorite season as well. You mentioned the leaves, and it triggered a memory for me. One of the favorite, I've done a lot of traveling, and one of my favorite trips I ever took was up to New England in the height of fall. And it's just the incredible, beautiful display of all different colors of leaves and all of the trappings of, you know, the foods that are associated. I am a bit of a foodie. So the foods associated with the seasons means a lot to me too. And, you know, there was the apple cider and apple cider donuts, pumpkin breads, things like that. It was just really, I don't know. I love it.
It's interesting. So it's like a lot of us are answering like outside the climate a lot, right? Like where yours is the food is why you like fall?
I do like the climate of fall because I like you. I'm not a big fan of a lot of heat. Funny because I grew up in Florida, but
oh wow,
I can tolerate it. I don't, you know, especially. Well, here's the thing: if you live in a place that's always very warm, like Florida, there's air conditioning everywhere, so it's usually tolerable because you can escape the heat. But then it forces you indoors. Whereas with fall, I feel like it's just that right balance between warmth and cool, and it's like you can be outside or inside and it's comfortable. So there is an aspect of the weather that does make me like fall, but I think for me more who's doing that? Who did that?
Hide the triangles, hide the degrees.
Made Up TV. Thank you for the host.
Thank you, Made Up. What's up, man?
All right, well let me pivot now to like more of the meat of what I wanted to talk about.
The meat.
Yes, the meat. Let's pivot to
meat,
the meat,
baby. Let's get the meat. Watch out for the meat sweats.
We have the meats. That's copyrighted.
The meat sweats.
We're gonna sue you. So let's go back to Gil. Gil, what was your favorite season of life so far? And is there a season of life you're really looking forward to ahead in your future?
Very good question. Let me think about that. Season that I enjoy. I did enjoy some time where I was in the Middle East and kind of away from a lot of the stuff that I was kind of prepared for in life. And that was a completely different experience. you know, living in a country that was basically, you know, in a state of emergencies, you know, I guess it was founded, was really kind of cool. Getting to know people, you know, there's a lot of stuff that goes on where people are kind of a little petty and in the sense of, you know, someone hurt someone's feelings and then it goes on to becoming some kind of crazy stuff. And then, you know, people choose sides and all the rest of it. I found none of that going on because there was literally a threat to people's lives. It was like all that kind of nonsense just completely fell away. And you just really enjoyed the moment for what it was. It kind of forced you to be in the moment, which I think is a huge part of being mindful, which meant that you could become really good friends and have a really close connection with someone in a very short period of time because you never knew what was around the corner. And I found that to be really inspiring. And that was a season that I enjoyed the most because it was completely foreign to me. It was, you know, I was coming from a Western kind of culture, whether it was Australia or America, and, you know, someone goes, hey, you know, I don't like that person because they did this to me. And then, you know, they try to get you on side or all that sort of stuff. And you know, if you didn't go along, then they were pissed at you. You know, it was all this kind of really kind of petty kind of stuff. But yeah, so I think that was the season that I enjoyed the most, and it was actually the most freeing and the most, I think the most that I was able to just be me, and I really love that. And I brought a lot of that back to Australia with me when I ended up coming back. So that's really kind of cool. Probably the season that I'm looking forward to. Well, you know, probably the season I'm most looking forward to is kind of formalizing my relationship and starting a family. I think that's something that I really, really I'm looking forward to, and seeing where that goes. We'll see what happens.
All right. That's pretty interesting.
You asked.
I did, and I liked it. I liked the answer. But now it's BK's turn. I'm going to pull them away from chat because they're busy calling me sophisticated for describing
you
the
guys were
seasons
listening.
of life.
You guys were all sitting there. I saw you chatting away.
I listened.
We listened to you, Gil.
Yeah,
Gil,
yeah.
Come here.
They're like, oh, Gil's talking.
We listen to Gil. We're the Trilogy.
Whatever.
You're so talky, Gil.
Talking.
Sus.
You talk too much.
Sus.
Keep talking.
You talk too much.
Gil, keep talking.
I don't like it when you do that, Captain.
Yes, you do. You love it. I'm the top. I get to decide what you like and what you don't.
Who else out there is aroused right now? I just want to check.
Who else
Just want to check.
there?
Don't worry, you're not alone.
BK.
Yes.
Favorite season of life in the past, looking forward to in the future.
Favorite season of my life. Favorite season of my life. When the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. No, I'm just kidding. It was actually.
Was that a good moment for you?
Yeah. It was definitely. A great moment.
Did you jump up and down?
Oh yeah, we went crazy. It was
Might as
fun.
well jump.
It was fun, and then the Patriots happened. But anyway, actually Bill Belichick I think kind of happened. But anyway, so seasons of life. I think it's gonna be that moment where I think the day I was engaged with my wife until a couple years being married with my wife is probably the point of my life, or season as you may call it, that I would say was my favorite, where it was just a lot of like shocking realizations and things that happened where I didn't think it would happen at that moment. Even asking her, it was just awkward. That was one of the most ridiculous times of my life, because it was just like, it was almost like I was on autopilot, to be honest, where I was like, I think I have to propose to her. And it was just weird. And so like
Well, that's why you wait till marriage, BK.
Wait till marriage to propose?
No, to do what?
No, he's talking about something
I gotta go.
No, it has nothing to do with that. Actually, oddly enough, again, little spoiler, I think it had something to do with school, actually, because she was graduating earlier than me, and the way our relationship was, we were long distance. We'd only see each other 2 times a year, and actually that would actually shrink down amazingly if she graduated or someone else graduated first.
You know what? It's not for now, right now, BK, but I've got to sit down and find out your history, man, because it is just, yeah.
What history?
I want to sit down and understand what history, the history you have with your wife, because it just sounds like it just,
some of it's in his book.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm waiting. It's now 6 o'clock. I've got 2 more hours before it's
I'd be
delivered.
honored. I would be devastated if you did not ask me as a friend to describe my relationship.
I want to know more about this.
No, but like, yeah. So because of that, I felt like I had to make a decision. I was like, bluntly, shit or get off the pot or something. Like it's just like I have to make a decision because I thought that if I didn't do that, we would never stay together. I thought it would be impossible. So I said, you know what? I had to seriously consider if I'm going to marry her or not. And I said, I do think I want to marry her. So that whole engagement thing was all jacked up because I just left Japan and then came back shortly to surprise her to propose. So that part was really exciting because it was kind of so fast and so weird to me that it was just like a really exciting, happy time of my life where I felt like I was almost an adult. I still don't feel that way, by the way. I still don't feel like an adult yet. But anyway, so yeah, I felt like that. And then when she came to America and we got married, it was just, yeah, things felt like not easy, but I felt like I knew what I was supposed to do. If that makes sense. Yeah. Dude, purpose. Thank you for saying that, even though it's not the same thing. I just saw that word, enjoy being. But like purpose, I felt like I had a purpose. And so I think that part of my life is probably my favorite because I felt like, oh, I know what to do. Don't be a dick. Help my wife, love my wife, hang out, work, fight for goals together. And so, yeah, that was it was a clear purpose as my favorite season. And so the one I'm looking forward to, obviously, I mean, like Gil actually has the same one, which is I was like, oh, yeah, me too. We've been trying to have a family forever. So I would be looking forward to that season where, again, I think it is looking just for purpose, I guess, for both of them, where I felt like I knew my purpose very easily there. So the one I'm looking forward to is having a clear purpose again. And I think that's part of, you were saying midlife crisis thing, kind of like me too. I'm in that moment, and I believe part of it brought me to streaming and meeting you guys, which is actually a good thing, but I'm just saying that I think I didn't have a easily clear purpose. I still am kind of there. I'm still trying to get there, but I think that the easy one to have a good clear purpose is if I had a family with my wife, it would be easy to have a purpose to fight for that easily. So yeah, that's my seasons.
Very good. Very interesting.
Fascinating.
Fascinating. Gil, where is it? Cue the fascinating.
Okay, fascinating. Oh,
I love that. You just did it with the voice.
Fascinating.
Okay, fascinating. That was awesome.
As I was listening to it, though, I was, obviously I'm in the thick of that season, right? I've got 6 kids. Some of them are teenagers. It's like, yeah, and I think it's good for me to hear that because I'm a little overwhelmed. I mean, as
I can imagine,
probably is to be expected with 6 kids, half of which are basically teenagers.
Well, we know what you did, Captain.
Yeah. And I'm like, and it's, I think I may have lost sight of the joys of this season, lately anyway. But there's been a lot of, COVID, my job, there's been a lot of upheaval and stuff. So that's definitely a part of it, but it served to help me lose focus a little bit on what the joys of this season are. I mean, and to hear the two of you saying, that's the season you're most looking forward to, it recentered me a little bit actually in this moment to say, you know what, there are a lot of really good things about this time in my life right now. Because my answer would not have been right now, right? Like both of you are like, I'm most looking forward to that. And I'm like, I'm not looking forward to this right now because I'm experiencing it. And not that it's a bad time. It's not. It's just, it's definitely not. I don't see it right now as my best time. And there's probably a lot of reasons for that. But it's helping me. It's when you listening to you guys say all that helped me to recapture a focus and realize there's a lot of really good things about this season in life.
You got to be a great dad, Quinn Captain.
How old's your youngest, Captain?
She is now 9.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Well, my dad.
I was gonna say if they were
God.
like 4 or 5. If you got rid of them, you can't be too upset because you You haven't been around too long. Can't be too connected.
Yeah, it's well. Speaking of seasons, there's a lot of seasons of childhood too, right? I mean, because I do. Little kids are so stinking cute, right? They say the silliest things, and then they make mistakes that are funny, and they have warm hearts, and it's a good time. But there's only so much depth to that relationship. It's almost all heart, but no mind, in a sense. It's skewed, right? It's heavy heart, light on the mind. And as they get older into teenagers, I'd say it's heavier on the mind, lower on the heart. Not that the love is any less between you, but I just think that's this. I don't know. That's been my experience for the seasons of childhood and parenting. And I like both. So it's been a little difficult for me to navigate those swings, because you see they're little and cute, and you see them and they're like, and you that your relationship is based on that type of interaction, and then they change.
But from you saying what you're saying, CoinCap, you're actually catching a lot of the good things that come with it. So I think it's interesting, because I want to say my dad is an example of where I think he was working very hard and so focused on that responsibility part that I think later on he did miss some of the things, because like he would come back later when I'm an adult and try to connect that way, when it's like my mother would say like, you missed that part because he was trying to connect with you before, but now I'm like I'm 18 or 20 or over 20 in my 20s now. So again, I don't think you're going to that extreme either. And again, but it's almost like I sympathize with it, because I know my dad does want that connection. He just was working so hard, and it was good too. Like again, you make your own path, and hopefully the regrets are minimal. But I do think from knowing you, it sounds like you're enjoying a lot of the good things, and you're noticing it, like those things that you're saying right now.
Yeah, I am. It's I think it's just a lot. It's a lot on my shoulders.
6.
Yeah, and it's.
Did you at least enjoy yourself getting there?
With an E, 6 with an E.
Those 6 times. For the record, 2 of them are stepkids, so I didn't get to enjoy the making of the 2 of them. But yeah,
oh, darn.
The journey is the joys are in the journey, I think, right? And the moments, I said this on a previous stream of ours, that life all comes down to a few moments, and this is one of them. And that was my mom's thing that she used to say to me. And I think parenting is a lot like that. Parenting all comes down to a few moments, and this is one of them. And so, yes, I'm finding some joys now. I'm also, the struggles are changing. They're getting a little harder to deal with because the kids are older, and teenagers can get into maybe quote unquote more trouble. And I think that those types of struggles have the ability to cause strain on your relationships. So yeah, I don't know. Yes, I'm enjoying it, and I'm also struggling through it. It's both. And that's fine. That's probably the way it's supposed to be. I think the season I'm probably currently most looking forward to, not that I am like, oh, I wish these kids would get out of here. I don't have that viewpoint, but I definitely am looking forward to the empty nest for a little bit. Gilly P left. What happened?
I'm here. I'm just gonna do some stuff.
You gotta blow your nose. Pick your nose.
I'm gonna take my pants off. Hang on a second.
Take my pants off. Oh my god.
Powdering.
And I was doing it in a
nose.
way that it wasn't,
Yeah. All right.
I
I thought I ran you off. I thought I was.
No, it's all good.
Ooh, you only got 2 minutes left, Coin. Now you're gonna hate the clock.
No, I'm good.
Oh, you're good?
I mean,
Good.
yeah. No, I trust me. I've been watching it the whole time. This is really helpful for me. See, here's what I do. Here's the secret. What I got to do is I got to get you guys using up the clock, and then, I've only got 2 minutes. I guess I don't really get to share what I wanted to say. That makes it easy. It takes the pressure off of me. No,
That's true.
I love it.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I've
good.
been sharing.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah. No, but
Not with COVID-19.
I'm looking forward to a little bit of the empty nest, because
Or wives. Yes.
then I can really focus on time with my wife without all of the trappings that come along with running a household of 6 kids. We can go on vacations. We can just, yes, sir. Yes.
I got a question. Do you have a favorite kid?
No.
His favorite kid is himself.
No.
Honestly,
No, I do not. Nope. No, totally.
No, I don't.
No, I'm just curious. It's like, everyone says, "Oh, we
For
want
the
to
record,
record." Like, bullshit.
For the record, my kids sometimes watch my streams, so I can't say that. Here, okay, all right. I'll give the
The
honest
captain
answer.
rules.
There are kids. Every kid is special to me for a different reason, and there's different levels of favorite. Like the one that gives me the least trouble is often my favorite, right? But sometimes the one that's the most trouble gives you a deeper moment, right? Or there's something unique about their personality that you just really are enamored with. It could be all. So it's really hard to say, do I have an overall favorite? I mean, in moments I have favorites, but it changes sometimes. And I love them all for their uniqueness and their individuality. And you know what? That's what I'm going to use with my last minute here. And I'm going to share something a little deep, a little personal, that I probably shouldn't share, but I'm going to anyway.
You're
My
pregnant?
mom, I was an only child, and my mom was the matriarch of the house. She was very in charge, dominant in charge. She ran it. My dad was like me. I'm a flight attendant. I'm away half the month from the house. My dad had a job that kept him away from the house half the month as well. So my mom kind of ran the show, and I was an only child. So what she said went. And my opinion, she's passed away now, but my opinion, and so I love her, of course, and I would never speak ill of her, but I felt like she was a little overbearing and controlling to the point where I didn't get to. Here's the ding. There's the ding. I knew
That's
it was
okay.
coming. I'm going to
All
go
right,
over
keep
just a
going.
few seconds here because it's a personal thing.
Start the clock, and I'll take it from my time.
No, it's okay.
That's okay. That's all right. I'll wrap this up pretty quick. I didn't get a lot of time as a kid to express my individuality, because she had this vision of what I was going to be like, and so she worked very hard to mold me into that. And so it wasn't until later in life I got to start expressing my individuality. So now that I'm a parent, I think I almost lean a little too much the other direction I'm overcompensating in that I'm kind of letting them be too independent and express their individuality maybe a little too freely. And that's why. So I have that tension going on in my parenting where I want them to be who they are and to express and experience life on their terms, right? But maybe that's not always the best strategy as a parent, because sometimes that can lead them into danger.
It's always the balance, right?
Yeah, right. And that tends to be a struggle for me in balancing. But all right, that's it. That's my time. But I'll just wrap it up with saying I think I love all of the different seasons, and I'm talking fall, winter, spring, summer, for various reasons, right? Summer is beautiful because kids are out of school. You can go on vacations. Fall, the foods, the winter because of the snow, the spring, the flowers are out. Every season has something beautiful. I think the seasons of life are like that too. And so I don't know, I'll leave it with a word of encouragement for everybody that's watching. I think, whatever season you're in, I'm in a season that I'm not super thrilled with, but there are absolutely moments of beauty in them. And so hopefully you out there can find the moments of beauty that you. Thank you, Keith. Thank you for the lemons. I hope you guys can find a moment of beauty in the season that you find yourself in, and just know that if it's not a season you're happy with, there will be a new season ahead to hopefully change things up a little. That's the way of nature. And there you go. That's it.
This guy's a poet.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I can't beat that.
Very nice.
I'm up next.
Well, that's okay. You don't have to. We have the question. We can focus on that.
That's true.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys in a little bit. We're gonna take a quick break, right?
All right. Oh, well, let's tell them though. We're gonna start the entry. If you wanna, you can pop up the question now. If you want.
I should. I can
So
start up
BK is
the
gonna be up
giveaway.
next. We got a trivia question about BK. Go ahead and type exclamation point enter into the chat if you'd like to have a chance to enter it. You can win both degrees, which is our chat points, and lemons for the chest, which we will open up immediately following the question. We'll be back in just a few minutes, guys. We're going to take a break. Thanks for watching. Stick around. We'll have more to come.
Baby, baby, hold me in your arms tonight. Don't move an inch, it's like you're laying in the perfect light. Would it be just you and me and So baby, let's let go and take it real, real, real slow. So baby, let's let go and take it real, real, real slow. Baby, baby, come a little closer to me. Ooh, I need your touch, need your warmth, need your everything. Ooh, it'll be me and you and nothing else. No distractions, just attraction. Ooh, and I'm no good at letting go, but there's something about you makes me lose my inhibitions. So baby, let's let go and take it real, real, real slow. So baby, let's let go and take it real, real, real slow.
We're back. Wait, this is
We
the
are
Trilogy Show. You're in trouble now. Welcome to Japan, y'all. It is time. Oh, I better start the clock on myself. Oh man.
You better do it. Do it.
Quantum Lotus.
See my movies.
We gotta follow while we were. What are you doing, CoinCap? What?
Oh, I thought it was Wiener time.
It's almost Wiener time. It's Wiener,
Yeah,
Wiener
He is a
time.
wiener.
La, la,
That's
He's
what
a
I thought.
wiener.
Should I wait? I can wait.
You know, no, I liked
You're
it.
such
I
a
Am I
liked it.
too early?
No, you're
Okay.
fine. You're fine. You're just
Oh, it
right.
just squirted on
Just-
me.
oh.
It really did. I literally just.
I love it. This is hilarious, guys.
You just caught it. You just caught it. Coin captain with a wiener in his
The winner
mouth.
just
Yet
squirted
again.
on me. What? That's what she said. All right.
Actually,
Oscar Mayer wieners
we gotta
in his
follow
mouth.
while we're on break, guys. There's Quantum Lotus.
Oh, we did.
We'll be
Hey, Quantum
devastated.
Lotus.
You wanna join us for a trilogy show tonight?
I think so. I'm gonna got on my shirt.
Hola, it's me. Thank you. Oh, Made Up TV. Exactly, guys. We're in less than 2.5 minutes. I will be pulling the Wiener. And
I think Coin Captain's already pulled the wiener.
no, the real Wiener. That was a processed Wiener.
Hey, how can you be eating that processed wiener stuff if you're on that diet, dude?
Oh, it's not processed.
And what are you
actually-
drinking? Hold on, whoa. What are you drinking there? You can't have Diet Coke.
Hi,
You
Quantum.
cheater.
I will
I've
have
got
you-
the book. You can't be
You
having
got
that.
the book.
This is LaCroix passion fruit, naturally essenced sparkling water.
I've got the book. That was hilarious.
I got the book, you cheater.
Mitch, I will
I'm
have
so
you know,
glad I'm not part of this deal of you guys
This is a
dieting together
minimally
right now.
processed, grass-fed Polish sausage that is Whole30 approved.
Although the nice thing
It's
is,
keto.
the nice thing is most things that you can't read. This one you kind of can, but it's all in Japanese, so it's like, you know, like, yeah, no, this is fine. Look, it's fine. See,
I'm here starving myself. You're eating
Fine.
Polish sausage.
fine. It's on the diet. Guys. Okay, Coin Captain.
It's
In the
legal. I
next
can
20,
show you.
in the next 20 seconds,
Coin
tell me
Captain,
when
your
to pull
dumps
the
must be
winner.
amazing.
Guys,
Oh,
the way
God.
it works, there's a question over there. If you get last second in, exclamation point, enter, you have a chance of putting 30 lemons in the chest before we open it, and we will also give you a full triangle, 180 degrees. Let me know, Captain.
Wieners!
Wayne, where's the sticker? Give me that sticker. Squirt that
You
sticker
don't
on
need
me.
the sticker. Here's the real wiener.
Oh, okay.
Pull it.
Let's go.
Go.
Hola, it's
Hola.
me. Hola, welcome to the Trilogy Show. It's high stakes game of questions. We do 3.
Oil.
Each time we switch, whoever's on the top has a question. It is the time
Cheetah.
to answer, Hola.
I'm shocked nobody clipped this.
We have to.
Cheetah.
I know, right? We have to do A. You can choose A, B, or C.
No one cares, Captain.
If you get it right, you get 30 lemons in the chest. You
All right.
also get 180 degrees.
People love it when I pull their wieners.
And guys, I think next show we're gonna have degrees being able to do some interesting things. So look
Oh,
forward
yeah.
to that.
Don't tell him now.
I won't tell you what you
Then
can
they're
do,
gonna-
but it'll be magic. It'll be magic.
It'll be magical.
You win a hot dog. You do not. I do like Australia. Green is great, but unfortunately, you didn't take the hint of my shirt. It was blue. My favorite. Ding! My favorite color is blue. I was almost gonna do this and like have a red ball because I actually have a stress ball, but Ola, I'm sorry, it was not green. But don't worry, because of this new stuff that we're doing, we're opening the chest right after this, and we have a limit on the chest here, guys. Instead of
The chesticles.
the chesticles, we're gonna add 29 because we're about to open it to 33. Is that right? We have a minimum of 33. That's what we're
We
thinking,
do.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to make sure we have something in there. Again, easiest ways is you can get more by getting the questions correct. You can get more by donating Ninja Guineas or Ninjets. We start rolling dice to try to get more. Or, don't worry, we have the minimum of 33 lemons. But you'll have one more question. Gil's questions. Oh, you can see it over there. This is interesting.
gosh, yeah, my
Gil's
questions
question. Gil's question coming soon. So,
That's a problem.
yeah.
Because you forgot what it
Think,
was?
Ola, it's me. Wants a hot dog.
Okay, guys, I'm
She wants your
opening
hot
it.
dog, Captain.
Yeah.
I'm opening it
Yeah,
now,
some.
guys. 33
Go ahead.
lemons.
Oh, chest.
Minimum of 33 for Trilogy, baby.
Chesticles.
Three.
Coming at ya.
Yeah. Where's my line?
So today's topic
There it is.
is school. I'm gonna go into it right after this chest pops, guys. It's coming. 15
It's
seconds
school.
left. 15 seconds. I love that sticker, Ola. Don't worry. A lot of people will get these questions wrong, but you got a 1 in 3 chance, just like me, Coin Captain, and Gil. Usually one of our topics is good, at least one. That's why we do trilogy.
Oh, wow. Oh, my.
Hola.
My.
10.
Oh, my.
What, Gil? Gil.
I don't know. I didn't do it on purpose. I'm putting it back in the chest.
Gil.
I'm giving it to you guys.
Hola, it's me with 10. Patricia Angel with 6. Ferris 33344 with 5. Gil with 4, and Quantum Lotus with 7. Thank you so much
We
for
hang
being
our
here,
heads
everyone.
in shame at you.
Gil.
Shame.
Oh, I
shame.
Thank you for the 4 lemons.
exactly-
Put it back in that box.
I
Shame.
did what you guys have done that too. I
know, it's a
actually
mistake.
I'm having problems with my screen is not updating here. So when I was trying to, I hit that button. No, I took it on purpose. I was like,
don't
give me the
worry.
lemon.
Don't worry. You'll have your time to make it up for them when you get to open the chest in the triangle twirl or whatever we want to call it. The transition to the next.
Usually it's more
The
like
power
this.
of Christ
Where's the lemons?
compels you.
Where's the
The
lemons?
power of Christ compels you. I'm the top here. I'm the top here. Get out of
I
here,
have no
demon.
idea who that is.
Get out of here,
What are you
demon.
talking about?
Burp. Is your 3 minutes starting now?
It is starting right now. Guys, I'm going to take you to school. It's time for the bottoms to be quiet.
Okay.
So today I wanted to talk about school. We're not going to make it school because I hate school. But I want to talk about school. So there's a couple things I want to talk about school. First is one like light. We'll start light and go heavy, you know. That's what I like to do. Start nice and light and slow and then ramp it up as at near the end before I got to relinquish my power to Gilly P. But basically the first thing I thought of was what school subjects did you love or hate growing up? And which ones do you actually,
Ooh.
if you were going back to school, which one would you like or hate right now? Did it change?
my.
Did it change? Like when you were growing up and when you're now, if you're going to take school and do that? Also, did you have any regrets not focusing on certain subjects back when you did have time to go to school? Because I have a little bit of that in my brain, I believe, of like, oh, I wish I
Sure.
did that. So again, favorites growing up, the ones you really avoided growing up, and then current present ones. Did they change? Why? Any regrets in that transition, if there was any, or not regrets. But also, I was just thinking, talking about thoughts on school in general. Like, I think one thing is that I talk to my sister every week, most times, unless one of us gets sick or busy, but almost every week we talk. Co-author of my book, Before You Fall, a book on pride, bkjohnson.com. Gil, you're getting it soon. But anyway,
Still waiting. Could have turned up any time now.
Quiet. No, I'm just kidding. I know. I can't wait, dude. I can't wait till you can read the book. But I love it when I can talk to you and you can't talk back. I do like this, Captain. I do like it. This is.
I do want to say, for everyone who doesn't know,
he's
that I will be
talking.
going through
No, go
BK
ahead.
Johnson's book live on stream.
I'll
So
allow
if
it.
you want to know what BK's nonsense BK's is trying to tell everyone in his book, come and hang out with me. We're
I'll
gonna go
allow
through
it.
it every chapter. We'll see if we can get BK involved as well.
But I talked to my sister there, R.A. Harold. That's her. So again, I talk to her every week. And when the COVID stuff happened, it's a transition from homeschool to online school and stuff like that. So I also want to think about opinions just on the differences between that and also thoughts on school in general. So for me personally, I'll just share that before I actually ask direct questions to you guys, because we'll start with the lighter ones. But I would finish with, thoughts on school in general and homeschooling, because I hated school growing up. And actually, my mom always would say I'd enjoy college because it's more like, freeing and more like liberating of like that. And I actually hated it even more because it was much of the same thing, just more time. And that's okay, but I really wanted, what I wanted out of school was more of like the ability to think and actually be creative, which I think is actually limited the way we do it now. We usually have a right answer and wrong answers, and that's what they focus on, getting good grades and getting the right answer, where I do believe in that. And I do believe that like the word for academia or something, I think it was like Socrates, I think, or something like that. Anyway, back in those days with where they invented school, it was usually people getting together and sharing ideas and not caring about being right or wrong, and it was kind of learning together. There would be a teacher or a guide, but in general, people were enforced to kind of, encouraged to kind of bring that to the table. And I never felt that in school, which is why I hated it. So I think homeschooling can also play a part in that thought. Haha, I did it. I stalled long enough, and now we can get to the lighter questions. But we'll be going into that shortly. So there's 3-3 on the clock. Ooh, Keith, thank you. I can't wait till you see that. All right. First, let's go with the coin, Captain.
Hot dog.
Here's the question.
Yes, sir.
Get that hot dog out of your mouth, and let's go. It is school subjects. Which did you love and hate growing up? Which ones would you love and hate if you had to go back to school now? And would you change? Did they change at all? And if they did, do you regret not liking certain things or paying attention back in the day? Your thoughts?
Favorite subjects as a kid, history and science, and those are both still true today. They haven't really changed. I also really liked my psychology teacher in high school. I thought he was a really good teacher and made things pretty fascinating. And he also happened to be the history teacher. So that worked well for me. But I mean, there were a lot of other subjects that I took, ones that were one-offs, like that you didn't take them all 4 years. Like, for example, photography. I actually had a photography class in high school and I loved it. And I still am interested in photography and photographers, Gil.
I like photography too.
I have not said that once today.
Yes, you did in the beginning of the show. Yes,
I said I
did.
didn't. I thought twice of it.
No, you did say it. Judges?
I love you guys. You guys are hilarious.
Get
back to
Suki Smackhouse rules.
Get back to the topic.
I would agree.
But I actually did. Yeah, I would agree with that too. Justin Sun, I love you
so,
too. But anyway,
yeah,
there
there were other subjects
yeah.
I liked. I had a wood shop class. I made like a lamp out of wood, which is kind of cool. And so there were definitely a lot of subjects I enjoyed. But the ones that are like, full on, take them every year kind of thing subjects, I would say history and science were my favorites, and those still are true today.
What do you like about them?
Okay, I'll take science first. So for science, I'm a very analytical thinker. I'm constantly tinkering in my brain, trying to understand things and figure things out and analyze them from every which way and direction. And that's like right up the alley of science. So I think that's what I like is it helps you to analyze things and explore life existence things in a methodical way, and it works for my brain. And then I would say history is interesting. I don't know. That one's a little harder for me to answer as to why I like it. I think it's a little bit of a mirror to ourselves. It illuminates our past, where we've come from, the lessons we either have learned from or haven't learned from.
Speaking of never learning, I always type it in the wrong place. Well, anyway, yeah.
So I'm distracted.
What about the science, though? What was the main
about
reason
it?
for science?
Oh, analytical.
Okay.
I have a very analytical brain, and it helps you analyze things, and understand the world around you, which is something I try to do all the time. I love to look at things from different angles and try to figure out why they are the way they are, or how they.
So they
can
didn't
be.
change, but do you actually regret not actually focusing a bit more on another one, even though it wasn't your favorite, or things like that? Was there something that you said, I wish I did a little bit more digging into that subject?
Honestly, no.
Nice.
But I do have kind of a similar answer, or I can answer a related question. The one I regret. So there's a subject that I took all 4 years in high school, which was also kind of one of my favorites.
I would be devastated.
Hey,
if you did not
Thank
join
you,
me for at
Batman
least
44.
one glass of fine champagne.
fine champagne.
Welcome
Thank
to the
you,
Trilogy Show.
Batman 44.
Thank you. Yeah, we go through, as you can see over here, you can see that we have 3 different topics. We each bring a topic, and we're right now in school. So yeah, thoughts on school. You'll see the questions will get deeper as we go along. But anyway, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was just going to say, so I took German for 4 years, and I loved it. There's no regrets there. I actually did go pretty hard with it in high school. What I regret is not keeping up with it afterwards. I didn't use it enough. And so I've lost a lot of it, and I wish that I had, in retrospect, kept the focus on that and kept using it, kept it in practice, so that today I would be more fluent than I am. I'm not fluent. I'm conversational, but I'm good, but I could have been better had I really kept it going. And actually, you just triggered one more thought. I'll throw it in here. Sports. That's probably one of my bigger regrets, actually. I'll tell you a personal story if you want me to use up some of the time.
Well, go ahead.
Okay, so
I'm curious. I'm curious how you're going to pivot to sports.
I played
here.
soccer in middle school, and I did like it, but I wasn't very good at it. And I think as a result of not being very good at it, I didn't play at all in high school.
Thank you, Linz.
Linz, thank you for the ice cream.
Thank you, Linz.
And the lemons.
Thank you so much.
And then I went to college, and I saw there was like a flyer on the wall saying like soccer tryouts for the college team. And it wasn't a big college. I mean, it was just a run-of-the-mill soccer team, right? It wasn't like I was trying out for Ivy League soccer or anything. And there was a flyer tryouts, and I actually wanted to do it. At that point I had enough desire to get myself to go to the tryout, and I got there, and I never got out of the car.
Regret.
There was
palpable.
There was some self-doubt there going on, because it was the same thing as I felt in high school, coming back a little bit, like, oh, I'm not going to be the caliber these people are. I haven't played. They've probably played, I'm just, and I couldn't get out of the car. I just sat there and watched the tryouts, and I never got out.
You look like you could do a mean header.
Maybe.
Yeah. Not a
so that's
euphemism.
if you wanted to regret, that would probably be the one. I wish I had gotten out of that car.
Oh wow.
But that's that's college, but I guess that's
Yeah.
still school. So.
Like a little bit of that. How do you say please wait a moment in German?
Warte einen Moment.
Warte einen Moment.
Por favor.
Oh.
Bitte einen
How do you
Moment
say
warten.
you're very beautiful?
Du bist sehr schön.
Ich liebe dich.
Ich liebe dich auch.
See, he speaks German fine. That's all you need to know. Those two things. Please wait a moment. You're very pretty.
Which way is the bathroom?
You don't need that.
Well, I don't know how to say which way, but I know how to say where is.
What is
Wo
it?
ist die Badezimmer?
Ah, see?
Or you could say wo sind die Toiletten?
All right.
Where's in the toilet? What?
There's three of us here.
Wo
Look,
sind die Toiletten?
Trilogy, baby, trilogy, German trilogy. I learned this from Quentin Tarantino. Anyway, Gil, your turn. You're on the mic.
Oh.
Let's do it.
My time.
I like
Okay.
lovely coin Kevin. Well done.
All right.
Alright, see,
what's the
I-
question?
Compliments will get you everywhere, BK.
Ich liebe dich. That's all I know.
Ich hab dich große lieb.
Oh wow, I don't even know what that means, but I like it. What school subjects, Gilly P,
Yes.
did you love or hate growing up? Which ones, if you had to go back to school now, would you love or like or hate now? Did they change? Is there any regrets not focusing on
Yeah,
things
yeah.
earlier? So yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Sorry, I've got a heater in here, so I just turned it down so I don't fall asleep. I think, there was a lot of pressure for whatever reason to do a lot of sciences. So I enjoyed doing science. I did biology, I did chemistry, I did physics, and I also did electronics. And I enjoyed all of that sort of stuff. My favorite of all subjects was PE, physical education. I really enjoyed it. It's kind of a weird thing that I did all sciences and then ended up doing an arts course, but that's another story altogether. So I think I really enjoyed, I liked having a definite answer to things. Like science is very much like, you can test things out, you can try it out. But yeah, so I think, but I enjoyed them, but I probably, to be honest with you, when I look back now, I don't think that would have been what my choices were. I think there was a little bit of pressure and expectation on those sort of subjects, where really what I probably should have done, and I would not go near. I remember the last day of school learning, there was a woodworking class, and I was like, shoot, I wanted to do that. That's totally what I wanted to do. I remember people walking out with these amazing kind of sculptures, wooden sculptures, and I was like, that is really cool. How come I didn't know that? And how come I didn't even know it was available in the school? I don't know why. I just guess it didn't come across. And the other thing that I realize now more than anything else is I should have done arts. I should have explored painting and sculpting and all that sort of stuff, because that's really what fills my cup up now. And again, I mean, maybe it's not ironic that I ended up going into an arts degree that used a lot of those skills.
What would you have focused on more if you're looking back? It's the craft work, is what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
More practical, more artistic kind of stuff. I had this real hang up that artists were not real providers, or it was more kind of like a selfish expression. It's like, I'm an artist, right? But and again, there's that idea is if you want to be an artist, you've got to have something to fall back on. You've got to have something to fall back on. But I think now it's just, and when I say now, literally in I think the last couple of months, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize, but in a way I'm an artist. And I was like, it's kind of weird lately, especially since the lockdown the last 2 weeks, I've been trying to keep myself sane through my art. Sane art. So yeah, it's kind of been really interesting, because I got challenged by someone to create something that was really interesting using some of the technology that I work with every day. And because I wasn't able to go out and buy supplies or anything like that, I had to get really creative with what I wanted to do. And I ended up finding myself working with, I found an old watercolor set, and I ended up picking up a paintbrush and using that to kind of offset and create what I was trying to make. And I was like, oh my gosh, I really like this. Like, this is a really fun experiment. And, you know, I started off and instead of going, this looks garbage, I just kind of kept playing with it and ended up with something that was kind of really unique. So that was a real moment where I was like, you know what, if I could do it all back again, I would probably enroll not in a film course, but I'd probably go. This university I went to had this kind of sculpture course, and I like making big things. I don't know why. It's just I can't do small things. They have to be big. They have to be life size. They have to be like spectacular. And I really kind of think that's what I should have done. I should have just gone and you're laughing because you're
we're little boys.
old.
Yes, exactly.
You're 12 years
We're not
old.
mature, Tech. We have to be immature.
I'll have you know I'm
mandated.
13.
When I built
When I was a little boy.
Yes. When I build things, it's, you know, I've been building on my stream this little like model rocket kind of model.
Yeah.
And I'm having so much fun doing it, but I'm like, oh my God, this is really hard. Because I'm used to like, I want, you know, if I got a part, the part has to be like big. I have to be able to put it in my hands, not use tweezers. So yeah, there you go.
No, like, so wait, so you're, what changed as well? Like you said, PE was first, is what it was your first love was PE? And then it went
physical
to,
education.
and then went to the
Anything that I could-
mechanics later, right? Like you're saying, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I think that anything that I could test myself. So like physical
Gotcha.
education was like running. We did a triathlon. You know, I could understand certain things. You know, I guess my understanding of a subject is whether or not I can explain it back to someone.
Oh, wow.
Which also led to a bit of teaching, which
Wow.
I kind of end up enjoying and have kind of fallen into. So I will go and I will, you know, if I want to really understand something, I need to be able to understand it to a level where I can kind of explain it and in a way teach it. So I remember when I was doing, when I was working on my master's thesis, you know, every lunchtime I'd walk down to a dog park and I would go and sit with the dogs and I would just tell them what I was learning and what I was trying to explain. And in the end, I actually even put a dedication in my thesis to all the dogs in this dog park who now think that they were special effects supervisors because they understood the process.
It makes sense though, because of what you were saying about teaching, because basically, you know, have you ever heard those quotes, right? It's like, if you want, to know is to read, to learn is to write, and to master is to teach. You ever heard that one?
I can understand that.
And then it's also, there's another quote that if you want to master something, teach it. Because you'll have to, you have to actually, it'll force you to master it because you have to make sure that you can teach it. So
yeah,
it makes sense.
There's a guy called Richard Feynman who was one of the youngest
Feynman.
people.
That's who said that. That's who said that. If you want to master it, teach it. Richard Feynman.
So
go for it.
he actually that's the link that I know. That's Richard Feynman said, you know, if you want to really learn something, you have to learn it to the point where you can teach it to someone.
Yep.
And I read that a few years ago, but it was weird. I was just kind of doing that naturally because and it wasn't because I wanted to be a master at it. I was so excited about what I learned. I wanted to share it with people. So I was like, hey, you know, did you know this? Like, this is really kind of cool. Like, this makes total sense. Yeah, so I consider myself incredibly lucky to have come across a whole bunch of different, you know, opportunities. And for me, I don't know about anyone else, but I just really love to learn. I like to understand the world we live in.
Yeah.
I like to understand the mechanics and the kind of the mechanisms, whether it comes down to people or objects or you know, places, people. And I do consider myself incredibly lucky to sorry, Buzz King's making me laugh, going, many of those dogs went on to teach themselves. I believe they did. They're all now working at the Australian Film, Television and Radio School and making far more than I am. If you've ever gone to the AFTRS, you'll know that is not a joke. That's a lie. Not a lie. That's actually the truth. But what I was going to say before was, you know, I really love that idea, and I'm really kind of disappointed in a lot of ways that in the high school I didn't really have the opportunity to really express that. I did what was expected. And like, I try to play it safe, and it's really kind of challenging because I'm working with a school right now, and I see the students doing the same thing, and it's really hard to see. It's so hard to see these students who are kind of placating their teachers as opposed to taking this opportunity to do what they want to they
Ooh,
love.
well,
And I guess because I've been around a little bit, I kind of sit there and
you're,
I'm like,
you're leading into my next question,
Uh-huh.
man. So
uh-huh.
you're leading
All
right
right.
into it. But first,
for
I'll
it.
disclose my stuff. So
Please.
yeah, I actually hated school growing up. In fact, one of the stories my family would always tell me is me like crying to not even be in kindergarten. I wanted to stay home, hang out with the fam, and just like chill and play with my toys and play games and stuff. And so I really hated school growing up. I didn't like anything. I would say that slowly I enjoyed and also when I started trying to get into school, because I realized I was forced to go in there, that I was looking for what I liked, and what I fell into was really nothing.
Sorry.
Because I actually
You're causing
liked.
problems, Coin Captain.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to cause problems. Okay, go ahead.
I actually liked literature and the arts in the beginning, but I hated it in school. I still do love it, like reading and like stories and stuff like that. But I hate it in school because whenever I tried to talk about what I was thinking about the story or thinking about the characters, they never would allow me to express. They'd always want to guide me towards what the right answer was. So I always hated that.
Mm-hmm.
So my real love that I liked in the end but it was actually my natural love is that, but I couldn't love it because they wouldn't let me do it. So I actually did love math. The first subject I enjoyed was math because I was very fast at it and I could beat everybody at it. I remember in school, it would be like every time in math, they'd have like a competition of trying to solve problems as fast as you can on the board, and you'd be on teams. And like if you'd go one-on-one, and if you win, you eliminate the other player, and then you keep going and you keep going in the line. And I would always be like, one of the finalists every time because I was very fast with math. So I enjoyed that because at least it felt successful, because whenever I tried to be successful in like arts or literature or something, they would say, no, we're not, that's not what we're talking about, or we don't, whatever, that's an interesting thought, moving on. And I'm like, but what about that? And they won't let you like express yourself because it's usually again, right or wrong answers, even in the arts. So I really wanted to love art, couldn't. So I loved math growing up because I'd actually be praised for something instead of shunned. But anyway, and then now I wish I had more of what you talked about, Gil, the practicality stuff, the ones with the mechanics, because I always enjoyed that too. But my natural tendency was to do the art. I actually, after I got married and was looking for a career, I actually was thinking of becoming like a car mechanic or something, because I wanted to.
Really?
Because I'd build computers. I loved building computers. And I didn't want to do computers as my work, because I do that more for my fun. And so I would say like, and like I didn't want to get to the point of making computers like a job that I have to keep up to date with, because I knew technology was so crazy in computer land. Because as I kept building computers, I realized that wouldn't be good for me personally. I would not enjoy that rat race of catching up with the newest technologies. So I was deciding to think of learning how to take care of cars and do all that stuff. I never did it, but I do regret like not focusing a little bit more on the engineering and mechanics growing up because of that. And other than that, I always had like that art and creating. It was the exact opposite. I guess sports a little bit too, CoinCam. I do relate to both of you on that, because I regretted that I never really had anybody to play with, and my dad only liked football. So I played football, but I was a little Asian guy, and then my mom was really worried about my health, and I did start taking injuries, and I was always outsized and everything. I'm like, I could play it, but it would take a lot of effort, and I'm not sure if I loved it that much. So I wished I actually got into golf or baseball, because I do enjoy those as well. But my dad doesn't give a damn about that. I didn't have any brothers. I didn't have friends who would play with me.
I would be devastated.
Yeah.
Hey. Not join me for at least one glass.
Welcome. Fine champagne.
Handle.
Interesting
But
handle.
welcome.
Thank you. But anyway, with that's how I changed. I wish I had more of the stuff that you had, like Gil and CoinCam, a little bit. But like I do regret not focusing on that. But one of the greatest things is that I actually, in high school, it did kind of change to Japanese because learning a new language was fun, and then ended up learning a new culture. And in the end, it got me married. So, that was always fun. Now, let's get to the good stuff. What are your thoughts on school in general, or homeschooling specifically, or the different types of school? Because again, I'll start with this one, and because I'm running out of time and I want to just say it. So, it irks me again. Like, as you can see from my previous answer, I want to start now because I just told you my frustrations with finding my favorite was I felt like I couldn't actually have a favorite because it was my favorite, but it feels like the school was taking it away from me. And maybe it's part of that, but I know it's not 100% that. I could have really focused on it and just said, no, I'm going to focus on what I love there. But I do feel like schools have, in general, gotten closer and closer to that pressure of being right, getting the good grades, and not really not encouraging creativity. My sister, who actually was going towards to being like a biochemist, she's very scientific. When we talk and started writing the book and working together, she actually is like, you have a more scientific mind than me. But I hated science because it was so limited, and it always ended up being to like equations and then finding the answers that are already there. And I like the creative, searching, unknown part, where every science class, it would be like, there's a right answer, there's a thing that you're supposed to do, and you're limited to it. I still felt that limitation. And so even though I do believe, I love the scientific method and love science, things like that, and I do believe the idea of school has kind of shifted towards that. If you look at the history of school, again, it was kind of meant more for one guide as the teacher, and then everyone bringing things and the open sharing of thoughts and experiences and kind of learning from each other and connecting through that instead. And I think it's shifted severely into something else. That's my thoughts on school, and that's why I don't like school. I wanted to be a teacher. I was working towards a master's in teaching English. I actually have a certificate in teaching English over here in Japan. I teach English over here. But I did that because I wanted school to be better because I hated it so bad, and I wanted to be able to give kids something that I never got, like the openness of being able to express those things and not being scared to get it right or wrong or be pushed towards into those boxes. So that's my thoughts on school in general. And in homeschooling or online school, I think it's actually a very interesting thing because, again, with that being how school is today in my mind, homeschooling or online school really helps parents have a little bit more of a handle on what's going on to their children's minds in school. Whether it's online school or homeschooling, they have a little bit more of a, effect on their kid daily life. And I actually like that, but I wish I was homeschooled or online schooled. So anyway, Coin, how about you? What are your thoughts on school in general, homeschooling, online school, those things?
Well, I'll start with the homeschool actually, because one of my kids is homeschooled. So I actually have, let me think here. I've got five. So of the 6 kids, there's 5 different schools. 4 of which are public school. Sorry, 3 of which are public schools. 1 private. Whoa! Think for yourself. Thank you for the host. Appreciate that very much.
Thank you.
Think for yourself. Hey, did you finish recording those alerts? By the way, we're waiting. We just told her. I'm like, are they done yet? So yeah, I've got 6 kids, 5 different schools, 3 of which are public, 1 private, 1 homeschooled. And I agree with you on the homeschool. You can, guide and influence more directly. You can really tailor the curriculum to the students' interests and needs, and help them to find success and things like that. What I will also tell you is it is depending on how you do it. If you do it the way that you're kind of describing, where you get to really mold and manipulate the content of the education so that it provides them what you think is best for your child, that takes an incredible amount of work.
Mm-hmm.
It's very labor intensive, and if you're a parent of 1 kid, maybe that's a little easier, if you've got multiple children and multiple grade levels, it's nearly impossible. At least that's been my experience.
Can I ask why you decided to homeschool your child?
You can.
You don't have to
No
answer.
answer.
Yes, I'm actually going to politely decline because it's personal to that child. It's not. Although I actually, Dale Bold was kind of saying earlier, like he doesn't like the way schools have gone in the U.S. and I will actually echo that. I agree with that.
Me too.
And that is a very tiny part of that decision, but it's actually a more personal reason specific to that child, and so I'm going to decline to answer. But I will tell you this: he is very happy with homeschooling, and we have seen better success from him than when he was in public school. Yeah,
Really.
So
awesome.
I think it can be a good thing for some kids, and I think for other kids maybe not so much. I think it really depends on the child as well. I liked school ish, but there were also moments where I really struggled and hated it. I think that's true with like anything though, like even our jobs. Like I love my job, but I've had moments where I'm like, this sucks.
How are you feeling right now?
Be devastated.
Hey, I'm feeling pretty good.
I'm feeling good.
Thank you so much for the follow.
Thank you for the follow.
The champagne. I'm on a diet. I can't drink the champagne, but thanks for filling up the glass despite the fact that I'm on a diet. I guess I should finish that sentence. Bulk funding seemed to be the thing that changed schools the most. Where password. The public school system is terrible. Students conditioned the first time instead of homeschooling can be terrific.
All right, Coin.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I get distracted.
So wait. So your general thoughts in school then? Any other last things? Because I'm looking at the clock. I do want to get to Gilly P.
Oh yeah, no. Teach the children, but teach them well.
Yeah, and that's why.
And you know what? I'll echo my parenting. I err on the side of letting them be them and experience the world the way they want to, right? Because that's when we pigeonhole kids.
Well, I think that's part of the thing. I think the pressure of homeschooling, when you're talking about it before, is coming from the idea of society of how you should homeschool them, where I think, or you're trying to get it the right way, where it's like I think in general you would want to know, you might know what your kind of education or just things that you want them to learn in the household as being the teachers if you're homeschooling them. But there's those pressures from the society that like you need to learn this and this and this, and then you have to make sure that they get that. Whereas if you actually say, well, we'll do our best to get those, but the important things is the things you want to learn. I think that's part of the pressure that comes from homeschooling.
And I'm gonna just drop this in and walk away because I know your ticker is timing. Your timer is ticking.
Yeah.
Unschooling is a thing as well.
Oh.
Unschooling.
Oh.
Google that and see
I
what
will
you
look
think.
at unschooling. All right, Gil.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the clock. I'm in control here. Everything is fine here. We're all fine here now. How are you?
We're setting a squad up.
Okay. We're setting a squad up to check. We've heard complaints. All right. So thoughts on school in general, or homeschooling, online school comparisons, or just thoughts on school in general. Go for it.
So I gotta be kind of careful because I spend a lot of time working directly for the education kind of department here in Australia.
Yeah.
I've spoken about it before. I actually found it to be a real negative experience. I went in there with the express goal of actually opening up people's eyes to what the potential of teaching can be. And I do a lot of kind of work with some schools with technology and stuff like that. And I gotta be honest with you, I find it very depressing. Even as someone coming in and just trying to work with why I asked the question even of Coin Captain and about his son was whether or not so a lot of people homeschool because there may be kind of like a student might need a little bit of attention or extra attention or attention in a different way, but it's very hard when you've got 20 or 30 students in a classroom. I mean, it's all kind of a cookie cutter, sausage factory, as for a better word, where students are going in one end. And what I do find is that, what schools and universities now do is just teach people to kind of do a certain amount. There's no creativity. There's a framework. You get taught what that framework is. You go into a job, a corporate job or something like that, if you're lucky enough, and then you never really you grind away. And I've spoken about this on my own stream, but I recently before the whole world locked down, I got to speak to a NASA astronaut that I really admired, and we were talking about the Challenger disaster, because he actually knew people and had been on a mission before, and he was supposed to be on a mission just after that one. And I asked him what was the differences between before training, before the Challenger accident and after. And he said, they put all these things in that were basically what NASA was saying was, we've got ways to be able to try and keep you busy while something would happen during the launch. And I said, do you think that was actually going to work? And he said, no, every astronaut knew that it was busy work while dying. And that phrase changed my life. The idea of busy work while dying, right? So, I mean, astronauts would go up there, they learn all these new techniques, and basically it was just to make sure that the astronauts didn't have time to look out the window as they were falling back to the Earth, knowing that there was no way to survive. And to me, I see school as teaching people busy work while dying. Like, if you stay in that form, in that box your whole life, all you're doing is staying busy until one day you're no longer on the planet. So, here I was starting off saying I should really, really be careful what I say, but really my heart's in actually freeing up people who've gone through that system and saying, you know what?
I'm sorry, your time is up. Anyway, keep going.
You do one thing that you really want to do, not for pay, not for looking good, not for ego, not for anything, just because you want to do it. And if you can do that, and if you actually step into a wider world, you step into a world where it's not about the structure that you have been taught in. Yep. I was never one great at if you ask me to do an exam, I tell you I'm going to maybe get a D or a C. Not because I don't know the material, but I don't know when I know when I sit down and have that exam, the pressure and the way the system is built, I guess I subconsciously just don't want to be a part of that, and I kind of throw a lot of the questions. Now, I've never meant to do that consciously. I've never meant to be like, hey, but recently, a few years ago now, I actually was doing a class and they said there's going to be an exam. And they treated it like it was a high school exam. And I said, go jump. I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. And in fact, the teacher actually threw me out of the class because they didn't know any way of interacting except for this formal way. You learn it, you memorize it, you test it. I did my job.
This is why I couldn't be a teacher, Gil, too. I kept trying, and then they hate the way I teach because I try to teach to the things that I think you need, like trying to help what they learning instead of getting the right answer, or again, or as they say in America, there's the core curriculum, right, or whatever I think that's what they call it. Yeah. And to me, it's the core curriculum program, the CCP.
Right.
Anyway, it's just like
I know we're over time, but I just want to say, Buzz King, I agree with you. Busy work while dying is probably the one phrase that changed my outlook in life in so many different ways, regardless whether or not you look at it from the NASA context or not. I believe also I want to quickly answer Quantum Lotus, that NADA does Photoshop photos. I have seen NADA photos; they are photoshopped. So I don't know about NASA, but NADA does Photoshop stuff. I really want people to be who they are, right? That's what I want to do. That's always been my message on streams and stuff. I always say, you do you, I'll do me. We'll meet in the middle, and we'll come together and we'll make some stuff. So as far as I'm concerned, it takes a lot of strength and understanding who you are and belief in yourself to be able to go and walk your own path. I will never forget. I was never a strong student until I ended up, being. Gosh, I think it was in the US, and I got straight A's one semester. And I remember my grandparents went and called me up to congratulate me. My grandparents never called me overseas. It was just too expensive. But for this, it was something that they were like, you got straight A's, and I was like, you know what? I didn't do it because I wanted to get straight A's and have you pick up the phone. I just did it because I was enjoying what I was doing, and I was around teachers who lifted me up, right? It's very hard in Australia to get A's, right? There's always something you can improve. Like always, I don't know. It's a hard one. It's a real hard one for me. I just want people to live their truth. And I really feel that the education system as it exists today does not allow that to happen. Yep. And the area that of expertise that I come in and work with, which is STEM, and I don't even like the term STEM now because that's even been crushed into a framework, but using technology to create and express yourself, that had the potential to open this all up, and all these teachers and all these people got all totally terrified and went, no, we're going to crush it all down. So in fact, right now they're like, well, maker spaces, that's old hat. We're going to get rid of them. We're not going to fund them anymore because they didn't do what we wanted to do. And I'm looking at that body, that group of people. And in fact, yeah, man, we'll talk off the stream. Man. But I mean, when you said, hey, I don't want to be a teacher because of that, I'm like, no, you should be the teacher.
I tried.
That goes in there. And from the inside, you will see.
That's why I want to be a teacher.
Those students that are, oh man, I
got asked you got them riled up there.
The system neutered me.
Recently, I just got asked by a friend of mine who's a media teacher to come in and talk about filmmaking with his students. And there's two media teachers, and not my friend, but the other media teacher came up to me and said, because I was asking people what their projects were, and one student went, I want to make a noir film. So like a 1930s noir film with like shadows and darkness. And I was like, cool, you're going to have to get some equipment. And I told him what equipment to get. And this other teacher came up and said, don't worry about him. We're not going to give him the equipment. He thinks he can do it, but he can't. We're not going to invest in him. And I kind of wanted to go around and punch this teacher in the face. I wanted to be like, how dare you suddenly put him in a frame that he's not going to succeed because you're not going to support him, right? You're going to let him drown trying to make this film or whatever. I'm like, you are a horrible teacher. You're horrible because whatever he does, you're never going to acknowledge it because you've made it about your ego, and you'll sit there and watch him drown. So you're right. So I actually ended up coming in and getting in contact with me via email, and I'm like, hey man, I've got some equipment. I'll lend it to you. And if you want to discuss it, I can't do the work for him, but boy, oh boy, I will do everything that I can to see him get to the target that he can achieve. Because you know what? I think the most horrible thing I just think the most horrible thing is someone, doing that sort of thing, just labeling someone and not giving them an even playing field. And I guess in a way, maybe even I dealt with that. Maybe that's why I have such a great reaction to it.
Me too. No, dude, it's good. It's okay. It's not me. It was my time management, but I've experienced that my whole life. I felt like that was happening to me my whole life, where it's like, there's no way I can express what I want to express. There's no way I can actually do what I want to do unless I fit within that framework of them, and it doesn't happen. So, and that's why I wanted to teach.
Can I add one?
To change that?
Yeah,
go ahead. Yeah.
Can I add one other thing to that? Because now that I'm thinking about it, I remember when I was an undergrad in film school, there was a guy who was in the film course, never made a film. Over 3 years, I made 6 films. 6 short films and a feature film that I worked with some other people. I'll never forget, he walked out of that professor's class with a higher mark because he sat down and had a 20-minute conversation with him, never made anything. He also never went on to make another film, but he convinced the professor that given the right chance, he would have made better content, right? I never forgot thinking to myself, you know what? Give that guy a camera, he'll never be able to create stuff. And you know what? Again, I talk openly about some of the things that I've achieved and spending time in LA and Hollywood and working on that's cool, but it was just like, that's the way the system works.
All right, the crowd's getting wild. There you go, keep going.
There you go.
All right, cool. Dale. Freaking. It's on me.
See you later.
No, it's on me.
It's on me.
I made the timer go, Dale. No, it's okay. Gil, it's not on you. If I needed to stop, I would have done it. And I had the power to, but I wanted to hear what you were saying. So, Dale, thanks for being a dick. All right, guys, we're gonna go. We're gonna go to break. Well, I know, Dale, you were kidding. No shit, you were kidding.
I was kidding. Come on, I was kidding.
You want me to quote the Bible to you? Like a flaming madman throwing arrows and fire in different places is someone who hurts their neighbor and says, "I was just kidding."
Take it easy when you talk to me, okay?
It was a joke. It was a joke. Like a flaming madman with arrows and throwing fire and arrows is the same person who does that, hurts the neighbor and says, "I was just joking." Just to
Stop
let you
chugging
know.
beers on stream.
Sorry.
Mature tags.
Would you rather
Anyway.
have some champagne? Any lurkers out there want to give me
Anyway,
some champagne?
it's all on me. We were supposed to go a
Champagne.
long time ago. I ignored the bell. I'm
Yes.
terrible at my
All right.
job, and I missed time.
I'll make mine short.
I
I'll make mine
mismanaged.
short.
No. You don't punish
You
yourself.
can't.
You can't.
Not
You
allowed.
have 33.33 or whatever. Anyway, guys, we'll be back. We'll take a break. Remember, there's going to be a question from Gilly P. Ooh.
Oh, there is. I think so.
Ooh. Question from Gilzy Peasy. Let me pop it up. Let me make sure I get that ready. I was just in. It was great, man. That
Are
was
we
great
out?
stories. No. We're not out. We're not out yet. There we
No,
go.
Peasy.
Oh,
There's
okay.
the
'cause I was
giveaway,
gonna
guys.
Bitch about
We're
Dell
going
and
on.
Filth Pig and
We're,
no,
go-
it's okay.
we're gonna be right back after these short messages.
That Dell.
We're going to Australia. See ya. Bye.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4. Baby, you can get on my boat and make it rock, yeah, side to side, left and right, take it slow, yeah, baby, come on, do it just right, and side to side, left to right, take it slow, yeah, baby, come on, do it just right, yeah. Baby, you can get on my boat and make it rock, yeah. Baby, baby, hold me in your arms tonight. Don't move an inch, it's like you're laying in the perfect light. Ooh, it'll be just you and me and nothing else. No distractions, just attraction. Ooh, I'm not good at letting go. Something about you makes me lose my inhibition. So baby, let's let go and take it real slow. So baby, let's let go and take it real slow. Baby, baby, come a little closer to me. Ooh, I need your touch, need your warmth, need your everything. Ooh, it'll be me and you and nothing else. No distractions, just attraction. Ooh, and I'm no good at letting go, but there's something about you makes me lose my inhibitions. So baby, let's let go and take it real slow. So baby, let's let go and take it real slow. Yeah.
ways to say that you are mine. But the moment that our eyes aligned, I'll remember for a long, long time. Oh, maybe our love may be typical. Oh, but baby, you're something special. When I wake up, I want to see the sun shine across your face. When I walk with you, I want your hand in mine in your pocket space. When we make up, I want to sing this song to apologize. When I grow old with you, I want to see your smile in the lines around your eyes. Our love is typical. 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 Our love is typical.
Go.
But the thing is that Think for Yourself doesn't realize is while she can hear us in the break, we can also hear her.
Yeah.
So, oh, we on now? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. She can.
That's
She
kinda
heard us. She heard us. You don't have to explain yourself.
Welcome.
Think heard everything. Damn her.
Welcome. Look who's on top. Think for yourself. No, that's not Think for Yourself. It's
Oh,
Gilly
whoops.
P. What am I
Don't have to
saying?
warm
Oh my
up.
gosh.
Whoops, it's not warm up.
Quick, mature us. Mature. Oh my.
Oh my.
And you're talking about me and Suki. Look at you putting Think on top.
You had to take it there. Hey, Captain. You had
Excellent
to take it
choice.
there. Anyway, welcome
I
back.
didn't take it
Welcome
there,
to the
you did.
last last third of Trilogy. What quarter? Well, because you keep talking about Suki, I think there's an extra person. Koi Captain, why are you chewing on that piece of fruit?
It's a peach. I love peaches.
That's all we can say. That's all right. Now, I don't know how this thing works anymore. Did anyone put enter? Probably not.
I think they
So
did.
let's
I think
go
they
pull
did.
a wiener.
Oh wait, I forgot. I was supposed to do the clock.
just do
It's
it.
on me too. All right, pulling a wiener. Tell me. Wait.
Let's pull a wiener.
Do it now. Now.
Who cares? Yeah.
Let's
do
go,
it.
guys.
Let's see if we can get some money into the chesticles for everyone now. Look at the
Patricia
Coin Captain speech.
Angel.
Patricia Angel. The space topic. The space.
They're excited,
topic.
Gilly P.
Ooh, how do you know it? Oh, that's right. The space topic.
What does it have
That's
to do with
exactly what we've
space?
been talking about.
Ooh.
I was like, how did Think for Yourself know? Maybe she did hear us.
She is on top.
But yes, it is the space topic. Let's go and see. Welcome, Patricia. Do you have an answer? What was my major in college? Was it engineering? Was it aeronautics? Or was it media and drama? What's in your crawl space? Let me tell you. Wait, what's in your crawl space? I used to do a radio show in the morning called, I can't actually say it here because that'll get us into trouble, but it did have crawl space in it. It was very creepy. Maybe, answer maybe A. All right, let's go and check this out. That is a euphemism. Absolutely enjoy. Absolutely. What's in your crawl space? Burp. Is that your answer? Is it a maybe A, or do you want to change it to maybe D? Patricia, you can't give me a maybe answer. You got to give me a letter answer. And you know what? We'll see. There are people who could probably help you with this. A. All right. What was Gilly P's major in college? Was it engineering? Was it aeronautics? Or was it media and drama? The answer happens to be C. It was media. I actually have an undergrad film media degree. Although my passion now has become engineering, I'm a self-taught engineer that makes some really cool stuff. But yeah, good try though, Patricia, especially since you heard me talk about kind of making technology in schools and stuff. Wow, look at that clean sweep on the board by the trilogists.
We dominated them.
We didn't have to give away any lemons, although we are going to put, I believe it's 33 lemons.
We're going to make sure each chest, when we hit the chest, it's going to be at least 33 lemons.
We have a minimum amount, emphasis on the cute. Ah, you silly cute troll. Oh my gosh. Hang on a second, I got something in my eye.
It must be COVID.
Must be COVID. It's all crusty COVID. Look at that. It's all
maybe my peach squirted in it.
Is that what you call it? Is that a euphemism?
I'm just saying I had
keep your peach to
I
yourself,
had wieners
son.
and peaches tonight on the stream.
That's all right.
Maybe it was a dare that I lost.
So there you go. Emphasis on the cute. Look at how smooth Coin Captain is.
I know. I thought it was I thought it was A2, Patricia Angel, if it feels any better. I actually guessed with
really?
Gil, and I thought it was
engineer?
when we were looking at these questions. Yeah, I remember looking at him and I said, "Is it that one?" And yeah, I guessed that too, and I got it wrong.
Gil has a finger in his eye. Awesome. Oh my gosh, Dale, I love it. I saw it.
I saw it. Yes, you did. You absolutely did.
And the hits keep on coming.
That's all right.
Gil, you only have 20 seconds left.
Oh, we only have to. Cool.
Oh, okay. Pop the chest on the chime. What do you think?
Let's pop it. Let's pop the chest, baby.
On the triangle chime, baby.
Let's do it.
I think that's pretty good.
Pop the chest. Everyone, get ready.
Ooh, here it goes.
Captain, there it is.
Go for it. Oh,
30 seconds,
now,
guys.
Is it my turn to click on it this time, Gil?
Yes, I was going to say,
oh,
please,
God.
Coin Captain, can you click on it? I'm clicking on it. Hang on.
All right, yeah.
I clicked the rewards.
Okay.
That's so I can see who wins the awards. Isn't that the reason why you click on it?
Think for yourself. That's kind of the point of this show. Throughout the entire show, you should not you should not be sure whether you should feel comfortable or not.
Mm-hmm. It's called resistance training.
Yeah, so there we've accomplished our goal.
Dale Bold 8, Patricia Angel 5, Think for Yourself 4, Filth Pig 3, and Parker 23-3. Thank you for being here. Trilogy Show.
So you know what? It's not about the amount; it's about the love that we share with you guys in the chest. And you know what? That's okay. It's a little bit of been a slow night, but that's awesome because we are here for the interaction and we love giving back. So. No, just letting you guys know. You know what? It's something that I've noticed on DLive. The kind of donors have gone really slow suddenly, like just in general. I wonder. I'm just going to ask before we get into the question, the chat room. Have you guys having issues with buying lemons? I know a lot of people have been saying that they've kind of changed the way you can purchase lemons. It used to be. I remember when I used to purchase lemons. It used to be through like Amazon and the Apple Store. That kind of changed a little bit. So I'm just curious, since we have so many people in here.
Oh, thank you. So sweet.
We went digging.
Thank you.
Only two. Only two. So there's three of us here.
That's for me and Coin Captain for calling her cute.
You don't get it.
It's for me and Coin Captain calling her cute. If you just call her cute, you might get the third. Go. Emphasize the cute.
Well, I didn't emphasize it when we were at break. Yeah?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay, that's
she should have heard it. She should have heard it. We were at break. She heard it.
Yeah, she heard it. She heard what's going on. She doesn't want to give me ice cream because it's a threat.
Oh, Dale says it is difficult.
So Dale saying that DLive has made it difficult to buy lemons sucks for me. I kind of understand that. I was kind of looking at buying some lemons and stuff, and I went, hang on a second. Don't know if I want to give this information out, which is a bit of a shame. I'm like really, I got a feeling that a lot of people are hanging on to lemons, which is fine. By all means, do what you need to do. But it's not the only reason why we're here. So I just want to bring that up. All right. Do you want to start the counter?
Oh, I'm ready. Are you ready to be quiet, Coin?
You get your 333.
You ready to be quiet, Coin? Say something
Yeah.
before we have to go quiet. Go.
Bazinga!
Woo! It's on now.
Yourself is cute. Okay. Oh, really? I'm gonna update this.
There we go.
I was going through 11s.
Okay.
I was going through.
I'll restart the clock now. Ready? I'm restarting the
some
clock.
rules.
I'm starting the clock.
Think for yourself. It's cute. Give me ice cream. I want ice cream. That's right. I'm messing with
You're
him.
the best, Gil.
I'm messing with him. I'm just being stupid. Dale Boyle saying I bought approximately 5,000 worth of Lino lemons the last 3 years. Can't now. It's frustrating.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean that
sucks.
It's a bad model for DLive if people can't actually put money into the platform. You know what I'm saying? I gave 4 last time, so technically we're good. No, we're not. That's right. Stop it. Stop, Gil. Stop. Okay. So the
Think
topic,
for yourself. Just whip him.
You're good. You're good to think for yourself. It's totally fine.
He likes it.
We'll
Shame.
remember this though.
Shame.
We'll remember this. We'll remember.
Oh, I'm sure she will.
She's cute.
Ice creams for BK and for the captain.
That's right. Except I can't eat any of it.
And I even put her
Maybe
on top.
they were both for
I get
BK,
both,
'cause
yeah.
he's not on a diet like you and I are.
I ain't on no diet.
Or maybe it's 2
I
ice
don't need
creams
no.
for me.
Oh wait, I
since I'm
almost
on
showed it.
top.
Never mind. I almost
don't know.
showed it. I was
See what-
gonna. I don't need no. Oh, never mind. All right.
I'm just being silly. Don't worry about me.
I
All
don't
right,
need
guys.
no
So let's
diet.
go to the question.
Okay. Quiet time.
This week,
The top.
earlier this week, there was news that Jeff Bezos, the man behind Amazon, just raffled off a spare seat in the first manned flight for his rocket company, Blue Horizon. Is it Blue Horizon? I think no, it's not. It's Blue Origin. Excuse me. And within 10 minutes of this auction, it was bought for someone who's nameless yet for 4.8 million. Personally, I got a feeling it might be Justin's son, because he does that sort of stuff. But and if so, he will be the first DLiver in space, which is going to put a fire under my butt. But this got me thinking about what it means to be an astronaut, or traditionally, if you were an astronaut or you're a cosmonaut, you needed to go through a certain amount of training. You needed to understand, you need to be a pilot. You need to understand what was going on. You need to be able to deal with things throughout the flight. Where this person, whoever bought this ticket, is really a passenger. And, it's an 11-minute flight where if I was that person, I'd be kind of like holding my breath going, I hope nothing goes wrong because there's nothing I can do about it. In fact, in a very similar way, it's kind of like getting on board a plane where you just got to sit there and whatever happens, it just happens. You got to deal with it, right? It's not like you can go and help the pilot get out of a situation or anything like that. So this made me think the title astronaut is really given to people who have gone higher than 50,000 feet, right? I believe it's 50,000 feet or 50 kilometers. I think it's 50 kilometers up. Right? Does someone who buys a ticket and sits in the seat and goes that high, are they an astronaut? So that's my question to both Coin Captain and BK. What are your thoughts on that? We're starting a new age of space travel, one where money buys opportunity, which is really a shame because that's exactly kind of one of the biggest issues we have on the planet, right? The money buys opportunity. It's not about the fact that you have the talent. It's about kind of like, what can you earn and what can you make for someone and what are you willing to pay them to give you that opportunity? And it really breaks my heart to see that this is kind of where the privatization of space travel is going. So, and I also, I want to hear from you guys, then I want to open it up a little bit to the chat room and see what they're thinking. BK, do you want to share your thoughts on this?
I was debating doing this myself where I would stop the clock early and go to 33, so that's what we're going to do.
Ooh.
What's my thoughts on that? Personally, I think the question is it really an astronaut if they paid their way up, right? And they're not really training or doing anything. They just...
Well, this person will have some very, very minimal training.
Yes.
Will sit in a chair and that's it.
To me, it depends on what your view of an astronaut is. So again, if you think an astronaut just determines, again, that's why I thought it was interesting. I never heard that before, where if you break a certain part of orbit, you're considered an astronaut, is what you said by the scientific or measurement terms. But to me, astronaut actually, I would just say that's not an astronaut, that's a space traveler. Like he's traveling in space, but it's not an astronaut to me because again, that's the way I would look at it. But if there is actually a specific thing that they consider an astronaut, that actually has
50 just
has a measurement.
So
Go ahead. Yeah.
You know, it's 50 miles, right? So in the United States, professionally military and commercial astronauts who travel above the altitude of 50 miles, which is 80 kilometers, are awarded astronaut wings. So one of the things that if you ever listen back to some of the tapes, and not that I think anyone does, but I'm probably the only person here who would even think about it. When the shuttle is going up, they will say to new astronauts who haven't flown that high, we've just hit, the threshold, you're now astronauts.
By those standards, I'd have to say he is then, or who he or she is, whoever buys that ticket, by those standards. But to me personally, I wouldn't consider it an astronaut. I would consider, again, like I like Dale saying, space tourist. I'm like, yeah, something like that. It's not really like, I think of an astronaut who, I guess it's like the top. It's I would actually break it down to any title, right? Like, if you work for it and achieve, or you work for it and actually set towards a goal, that's where you get the title, in my opinion. So what you're saying in that is the title on that one, as long as you break 50 miles, then you might be able to be deemed that title. But a lot of the titles that we think of, we don't even believe that, I don't think, if we had, again, like we were just talking about school, teachers. If you had a teacher we really hated, we'd say that guy's not really a teacher. Because if he's not really teaching, in our opinion, we think no, he has the title of teacher, but if he's actually just doing some crazy stuff and not not helping anyone learn at all, or not all the things that we were talking about before, I would say that it's like, I don't think that guy's a teacher, but he has the title of teacher. So I guess it depends on your own personal viewpoint in the end. If you're going to go by the word definition, yes. For me personally, I don't think it's an astronaut.
Quantum Lotus actually said an astronaut is a profession, they're just tourists. Filth Peaks was saying a breathing payload. In a lot of ways, that's a very accurate, description. All right, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, technically, yeah, absolutely. You've gone past that, but I really like. I personally, I like what Quantum Lotus was saying about the profession. I know that speaking with DLive's very own. Thank you so much. Think for yourself. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that.
What? That was for you, Gilly.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
He's on the whole 30. He's on the whole 32, so I get it too.
Yourself.
3 for me.
Cute.
Pretty goddamn cute.
Oh my god. There isn't a female on DLive that Captain isn't like, playing, throwing it out there.
That is not true. There is one.
I even know who that one is. So,
Miss Thunder's an astronaut?
Can I jump in here?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
So, what are parallel terms that we use? Aviator, sailor, right? Like, I think you would never call someone who buys a ticket on an airline and goes from San Francisco to New York. You wouldn't call them an aviator.
Right.
You wouldn't call someone who takes a cruise ship to the Bahamas a sailor.
Right.
So I don't think you would call someone who buys a ticket on a spaceship an astronaut. And that's my take on it. I'll give you another example as well. I'm a flight attendant. There have been times where we've had really awesome flights where the passengers were just so cool. It was like a party atmosphere. Everybody was having fun. And we, maybe there's a couple in particular that are just really cool and they're being nice to us. And they gave, we were like, do you want to, help serve the snacks? Do you want to be the flight attendant? You want to pass stuff out for us? And we've done that. We've allowed as long as the seatbelt sign is off, the passengers can get up and they can walk through and hand out the snacks. Does that make them a flight attendant? No, it doesn't, because there's way more to the job than just passing out snacks. And I think that's true for being an astronaut. There's way more to the job than just sitting in that seat.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
I would say no. That definitely does not make them an astronaut. I actually, my favorite one was breathing payload. I like that one a lot. That's pretty witty.
This is something that
I would say they're a what's the right word? A benefactor, a supporter, right?
Yeah.
Because without that money, space exploration might not be possible.
Yep.
28 million. If I pay 28 million to get a seat on even if I was just a breathing payload, I want the wings. I want to be able to say I'm an astronaut.
Well, trust me, the person paying that money is going to say that, right?
100%.
But I would not consider it.
And
personally
all your
that way.
close friends
No,
will
neither
say, "Yeah, you're an astronaut, great." But then when they leave the party, they're like, "Wow, that guy's whacked out of his mind. He's not an
you can
astronaut."
you can put those little kids' plastic wings that they give out on the airlines on your shirt, but it doesn't make you a flight attendant or a pilot.
Well, you know what?
Catch me if you can.
It is a really interesting idea, especially with what's going on now, because there are other. They've just announced civilians who are going to go into space with the SpaceX program. Now you got Bezos going up with his Blue Origin flight. You know, it's going to be interesting to see. I remember having a stream where we had DLive's very own Geode Rocks, and we were talking about space and Mars. And she asked me the question. She's like, "Why would you want to be an astronaut?" Because this is obviously a topic that's really close to my heart and something that I've always wanted to do since I was quite young. And for me, it was more a case of going through the training and understanding and learning and testing. And I mean, you know, we were talking about that just before we were talking about school. I like testing myself. I like putting myself into situations. And you know what? I'm going to be totally honest and upfront with it. I like the idea of doing something that only a limited amount of people have been able to achieve. To me, that's important. It's not about an ego thing. I just want to know that when push comes to shove, I can go the distance. And I've done certain things in my life. You know, I robbed a bank and got
To me, you described it professionally there, though. Because
I murdered someone. And,
Whoa. Okay, explain yourself.
No, I went dark there. No, but I think didn't we speak on another trilogy where I talked about testing myself in a. Yeah,
we're not associated with this show anymore.
I took out Coin Captain. You know, all his silver is mine. No, but I think we talked about, like, you know, I had volunteered as a kind of. Oh, I don't even know how to
exactly.
Like a first aider that would go into the.
Yes, go ahead,
desert,
keep going.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
and part of that was.
Sorry, this is the part where I'm thinking about what Think said with the other. See, yeah, exactly. Where she's like, I'm not sure if I should be comfortable with this. This is the part where you're uncomfortable.
I'm perfectly fine.
It's not the 3 minutes and 33 seconds. It's the.
I'm perfectly fine.
Part, so I can totally top him if I want from the bottom. You're fine. You're okay, BK.
Yeah, I enjoy watching shit shows. Not really.
Yeah.
If I'm a part of it, hot messes. It's a hot mess. Yeah. Gil. So please don't confess to murder yet. No, but to me, you're describing a professional. Like, aren't what you're saying? Where the people, there's, again, if you put it in, like, I mean, like, for me, it's easy in sports because I'm a big sports fan. But it's like we think there's so many football players who make it, or baseball players, but it's like do you know how hard that is to be in that group that can do those things? You know, like that, and it's really rare. So yeah, something like that, right?
Right. Because someone says, I actually don't believe I'm an astronaut, because the way I see an astronaut, it isn't something I do in everyday life. Has Miss Thunder gone up 50 miles?
She basically asked, am I an astronaut then? I said, well, if you went up 50 miles, yes. So maybe she has, really?
Maybe she has. You know, I think that's amazing if you have.
Thunder, have you?
Cool. Story for Dory.
Marijuana doesn't count.
Is that what she's saying? The old puff, puff, pass. I'm an astronaut. Let's go to Space Cam. Yes. I have a few friends who've gone to that Space Cam too. But we don't show the photos of that. Hey, Story Dory, I hope you're doing well. I think, you know what? In a lot of ways, I think you guys, wow, we've got a lot of time here to discuss this, but I think you're 100% right. It's kind of, again, it's one of these really weird situations, at least for me. I don't know about anyone else, but it is for me, where it's like, you know what? I would love, if I had the money, I'd buy the ticket in a second. I'd buy the ticket and take the ride, but I wouldn't consider myself to be an astronaut. I would have an experience that I've really longed for, but I do not think that makes me, you know, an astronaut. What I really thrived for was working in a team, working together, testing myself, learning. There's a lot of things that astronauts used to do, especially in the Apollo, Mercury, and Gemini, where they would go to the factory floors and meet the people who were building the equipment and understood the equipment, and there were specialists in certain areas. Like I know that astronauts don't do that anymore, but that's really what I kind of yearn to do. It was a great way of being able to kind of, maybe for me, answering all the different things that I find fill my cup up in life, to be able to go and understand something, to go and test yourself, to do something that's kind of exclusive. And ultimately, and I've spent time thinking about it. It's one thing to think about it, but it's another thing to get into that rocket and actually and then sit there with so much kinetic energy built up that, if something goes wrong, at least in the age of the space shuttle, you were done. Like now with these new rockets, you do have an option to kind of eject the capsule and float back, and they've got amazing systems to be able to go and do that. But I don't care who you are, if you are willing to climb in, whether you were in the Mercury, whether you were a Soviet cosmonaut, wow, man, I take my hat off to you. I really do.
Hey, what's the difference between a cosmonaut and astronaut?
Cosmonauts are Russian.
Is that true?
So the Soviets,
Okay, cool.
the Soviet cosmonauts were originally
Thank you, comrades.
Russian,
I got it.
and they beat America to it. There's a great
Spoiler
TV
alert.
show,
Right, yeah.
talking about TV shows and stuff like that. Yeah, spoiler alert. Called For All Mankind, that's being played on Apple TV. It's probably the thing that I've recently watched that just is new, and it doesn't a totally alternate history to space travel, where the Soviet Union gets to the moon first and America's reactive instead of proactive. It's awesome. It's a whole different timeline, and it's very interesting to see what they speculate would have been that pathway.
I think I've heard of this.
LPZ, how you doing, man?
Oh,
I'm talking about
LPZ.
it often. There's so many people that dream about becoming an astronaut, work so hard, and never go into space, and now you can just pay to go. Quantum Lotus. Back in the day when I was a student, I subscribed to a news group which was there to support people applying to NASA to become an astronaut. There are people that I spoke to on email that I got to meet later in life when I started traveling to America, who have traveled into space, either on the space shuttle or on the Soviet capsule when they ended up being able to go and spend time on the International Space Station. There are lots and lots of people whose dreams were, and they were inspired to go out and be that next generation. And unfortunately, the issue was that, that Challenger disaster with the very first civilian in space put the fear of the Lord and reality into what they were actually doing. Space travel is a dangerous game. It always has been. I'm kind of, again, I openly speak about this on my stream. I'm kind of obsessed with the space shuttle program. That was my dream. I wanted to land the space shuttle. Absolutely. Are you laughing at me or are you laughing at the chat room,
I'm laughing at
Captain?
Dale Bald.
Of course. What did Dale say this time?
He said he's gonna
I'll eat your olives.
BK's olives.
Yes, of course he would. Yes, and he could still be in the 30 whole 30 if he did that too.
Maybe it depends what's in those olives.
Yeah. And over the years, researching what happened with Challenger and Columbia, it was not a pleasant way of finishing one's time on this world and in this universe. And even with everything that I understand, if someone said to me tomorrow, "Hey, Gil, we're going to send the space shuttle up. We want to train you. Will you do it?" I'd be there 110%. I don't care what I'd have to get out of the way. This would be absolute. I would give it my all. So, and I know for a fact I will never have that opportunity. I will never make enough lemons to go and buy a ticket, and I will never be able to go into a program because the next generation of NASA astronauts, they have a guy there who's a surgeon, right? A SEAL. He's a surgeon, a SEAL, and a physics major. Oh my God! Talk about just raising the bar over the, oh my gosh! I mean, he's going to be the one. Yeah, he was a medic. He was a Navy SEAL, and he's got a I think what do you call it? Like a master's in or PhD in physics. I mean, that is amazing. not BK. You love Louis C.K.
Mhm.
right? And Louis C.K. once made a joke about the fact that is it the Filth Pig one?
Yes.
That you're laughing?
Yes.
Um,
Ejecting him off the toilet.
Absolutely. Louis C.K. was talking once about the film Gravity, which with Sandra Bullock. And I love what he said. He was like there, he goes, how could someone who doesn't want to be an astronaut and is umming and ahhing the whole movie become an astronaut? Because if you went to the interview and they were like, hey, so tell me why you want to be an astronaut. And they're like, they're like, get the hell out of my office. The best of the best try to do this and they don't get to go up there, So yeah, it's a huge target. But anyway, there you go.
Yeah.
Delpul's will blast
I thought
off.
it was the perfect one, actually.
Perfect.
Blast
Absolutely.
off.
Well, maybe I will make it into space. Quantum Lotus is
send Gilly P. Let's pool all of our 11s together, and we need to get to 28. Was it 28? 48 million? What was it?
It was 28 million.
$28 million in lemons.
You know what?
We can do it.
If I find out that it's Justin's son who's taking that seat,
Yeah.
He would be the kind of guy that would do that.
We know
too.
all where the lemons.
Oh, yeah, he'll
Quantum
do it.
Lotus. Thank you.
he'll totally do it. But I'm just saying to you right now, if that works out to be the thing, you're never gonna see me on DLive again. Or maybe on Trilogy Show, but I don't know. I think I'd be like,
Blue Origin.
all my lemons, send him into space.
The headquarters for Blue Origin is only like 20-ish minutes from my house.
I want to go there, but
Come on, let's go.
And when
And
I come to
apply
visit,
for a job.
No, they have in the what's the open part of when you walk into the building? What's it called?
Entry?
The
Assembly
lobby
building.
The lobby?
No, the lobby
lobby?
of that building
Yeah.
is the original model of the Starship Enterprise from Star Trek the movie, Star Trek 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Jeff Bezos bought it, and it's in the lobby. You can't touch it, but you can take photos of it.
Really?
So I want to go there to take photos of it.
Maybe I wonder if I could get in there and do an IRL.
Oh, you can't do that without me. You can't.
Well,
do
let's
that
go.
without
What
me.
do you do? Hurry up. Get over here. Just get in a boat, man. They can't stop.
Boat.
You can't do that. So that model is
can't
my
do
favorite.
that.
My favorite.
A lot of things.
No,
you
you
can't.
can't. You can't do that.
You can't get in a boat.
No, you can't. You can't blow a stream going and streaming that, which is like one of my. Shut up. Okay, I'm going. Bye. See you later.
Oh my God! It's another topping from the bottom. I love it.
Coin, what did you do?
Wow. I don't know. I heard him. I heard his feelings, I think.
No, it's all good. I'm here.
Okay. No, I'll wait for you. I'll wait for
No.
you. But hurry up, because I'm impatient.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Dude,
I
they're
mean,
probably not even gonna let me in there. The security guard would be like,
Oh.
who
No,
the
no,
hell
no,
are
no.
I
you?"
wouldn't trust
I'm
you
like,
either.
I'm the coin captain.
But
I have an
the
appointment.
coin captain. I have some
Do
silver.
you have an
I wanna
appointment?
send in
Yes.
space.
Excuse me. I need to come in here because they told me I was going to be live streaming the Enterprise, and it's a really cool spaceship, and they want to see it. The Gilly P is waiting for me. I don't want you to. Why are you doing this? I'm going to sue. You got to let me in there.
Can I
Let's see if we
come?
can find the photo.
Can I come, Sal Rosenberg? Can I come?
Sure, you can.
Thank you. Please don't sue me.
I wonder if we can go in there. Hang on a second. So Jeff Bezos definitely has it. Where is it? No, that's not the one.
Where is it? I can't find it.
Hang on a second.
Oh,
The original
there
one.
it is.
Honey, baby.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Oh, I scream for this out.
That's got to be for me. Is that one mine?
It's gotta be
I
for
mean,
you. It's
that's
gotta
for
be
Saul
for you.
Rosenberg.
Saul Rosenberg.
Okay, it's totally Saul Rosenberg. Hang on a second. I'll find it. I'll find it anyway.
Can I come?
June 2021.
Verbal consent is definitely big on my channel, and I take it here.
Anyway,
gosh.
it happens to be in Seattle, so we'll go.
What?
All right.
That's
And
my
then-
that's
and
my
then
neck of the
after
woods
that,
too, you know.
And then afterwards, we can go to the.
I'm already here.
After that, we can go to 7-Eleven and we can take a dual P stream.
That would be amazing.
What? I gotta come.
Can we get Slurpees after?
Of course.
I gotta go too, guys. Come on. Come on. We're gonna stop off at Vegas, hang out together, Trilogy Show Vegas, and then go to Seattle and pee.
Justin's son. You know he has a channel. He has a channel here on.
Of course he does.
You can give it to him there. I mean, hey, I know this will be fun. How about we take 25% of his lemons?
All right.
Wouldn't that be awesome? We can just give them to all the streamers again.
Think for yourself. Gave this to you, but that she asked us to do it, so we're taking a delivery fee, 25%.
Well,
but don't worry, we're gonna give 5% back to the platform. Oh, geez, I'm sorry. DLive, I love you. Please give us affiliate still.
Oh, you're not gonna make it now. You're not gonna make it.
Well,
as a VP.
Dude, we sunk it earlier today. I mean, it was a.
You did?
Well, you know what? The truth of the matter is,
I don't know. We said something. I don't even remember what it was. It was kind of. Go ahead, Gil. I'm sorry. I talked to everybody.
No, it's okay. Is my time up? Can we finish the show?
No, you got 12
that's the
minutes
show,
to go.
everyone.
You can't. It's 12 minutes.
That's all right.
How about
you played poker? Hold on.
You're stuck
Hold
here.
on. Think for yourself said that she played poker with Justin Sun today.
I believe it. There's more than one person in the world named Justin Sun.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. How do you know it was? Okay, was it
for Sunny Justin?
Justin Sun, or was it Justin Sun? And if so, how do you know?
And if so, pics or it didn't happen.
Pics or it didn't happen. I love it. Yeah, come on now. Coin Captain is a shoe-in for VP. God, I hope not, man.
You are, man.
The power, it's gonna go to my brain.
You hope not? Are you insane?
Yes, of course. Have you not watched my show before?
You applied.
Of course I'm insane.
You were drunk when you applied. I see. Okay.
No, actually, I wasn't.
Oh, you weren't? You were getting ready to get
drunk. It was funny.
drunk.
That stream when I got 1,000 followers.
Whoa! Stop! What the hell's going on here?
Do it, top. Go. Go back to space.
What the hell is going on?
Space,
poor
baby.
topping, man. Go ahead.
What the hell is going on
here? Give me a
here?
little whippage. Give me a little whippage.
Yeah.
No. I've got questions for you. We're not finished the topic.
Go ahead,
This isn't just, this isn't a pep rally.
Woohoo! Going Captain for VP.
Oh, I know what to do.
Go ahead, Gil. What's your question?
This isn't a game show.
Waco, Texas. You're on the air. What's your question?
Game show. There's no crying. There's no crying in baseball.
Unbelievable. The respect. It's all about respect. So my question to you, BK, is if you had the money, would you pay for a ticket to go up into space?
I'd pay for a ticket to go into space.
If you had the money?
Oh. No. Nope. I wouldn't. Because I would actually want to do it the way that would, like, again, if I was going to go into space, I was all those things you're talking about where it's like dangerous and all that stuff and like you have to train and you have to work so hard. I believe in that, actually, to accomplish something like that, like you were saying before, to accomplish something that rare, that ridiculous. I actually wouldn't feel safe if I bought my way in. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't feel safe if I bought my way in. I wouldn't think. I don't think it's a question of right or wrong, because I think it's fine if you have the money to buy your way in. That's fine. But for me personally, I wouldn't want to do that just because of that. Where I do believe to do something like that, I think I would need to actually make it a goal and work to achieve it instead of actually buy my way in. That's just my thoughts on it. So I actually wouldn't do it. No.
Okay, Coin Captain. I like the mature messages.
You're welcome.
Very nice.
I am 13. It's so bad.
You are.
Yeah.
It's because go get some ice cream. Go on.
I can't.
Go get some ice cream.
I'm on hole 30.
I know. So go get some ice cream.
No, champagne. I miss it. I miss my champagne.
I know. Coin Captain, same question to you. Would you, if you had the opportunity to buy a ticket?
Oh. No. Are you kidding me? I have 6 kids. Do you know what I could do with that money?
You can sell each kid off.
You have to eliminate that. Let's say even after you had, let's say you had $1 billion, it only cost 28.
Oh well.
Let's say you had $1 billion.
I don't know.
Would you do it? Only cost 28 mil. That's like 28%, isn't it? Or 2.8%? Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Yeah, you're not interested. You're not interested in.
I'm interested. There's other things I want.
Ship, but I won't go into.
There's other things I want more, and I don't know. That's a lot
like
of money. You know what? It's
you're worried about the cost then. Like, let's say you could go for free because you're a billionaire.
Imagine what you could do. I mean, that's so, I don't know.
I see, for yourself.
It's so self-centered,
see.
right? I mean,
Okay.
what is it? It's a 30 minutes. How long are you up there
No,
for?
it's actually 11 minutes. The flight is 11 minutes long.
Is it
I'm gonna
really
spend
that short?
30,
Yeah, it's a suborbital
$30 million.
flight.
That's what she
or
said.
whatever it is.
They don't even
What
go
the
around the world.
heck?
For
What?
30 minutes. Imagine what that $38 million could mean to thousands of people.
28, Captain. 28.
whatever
Oh, well,
it
that's
is,
okay then.
Yeah, I mean, there's people dying of cancer.
11
there's people
minutes.
that can't pay their electric bills, and I'm gonna drop 28 million on 11 minutes. No,
Do you know-
I just don't.
Oh my
I don't.
God.
Even if I had $1 billion, I just don't think my conscience would allow me to do it.
Dude, I didn't even
You
think
get
of that.
champagne when you're up there.
Gil, when you asked me the question, I had no idea of that. Like, I actually, even if it was like days in space or whatever, or however long it is, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. But 11 minutes for 28 million? Do you know how many?
It's an 11-minute automated flight, so there's no pilot.
Do you know how
right?
many lovely nights with an escort that could buy? Anyway, go ahead, Queen Kevin.
No, I mean that's really it. I just
And to help
I
say, donate to cancer and all
I
that
couldn't
stuff.
live with
Yeah.
myself after that. I mean,
Yeah.
how could you look at like anyone in the eye that's struggling after that?
Exactly.
And be like, oh, I care
That's
about you.
crazy.
I mean, bull. You
Here's
know?
a few lemons.
Yeah,
Here's
right.
Well,
Exactly.
actually, I mean, there is cars that are like almost that expensive, so I don't think it's. I mean, again, it's.
I wouldn't spend 28 million on a car either.
Well, I know, but like, if you had $1 billion, like again,
Hold on. there's a
isn't someone
billion-dollar
allowed?
car?
Isn't someone allowed to splurge if they have $1 billion so they can help people with the other money that they have? I mean, you know what I mean?
They're
Like,
allowed to, but I would
No, I
argue
know.
that they're self-centered and self-important. I mean,
it's
don't get
2.8%
me
of their
wrong.
wealth.
I mean,
Dude.
if you
It's
look,
2%,
look,
2.8% of what they own, man. Come on,
I
it's like,
do have an entrepreneurial spirit, so
Yeah.
I'm not anti-capitalist. I'm definitely a capitalist, and I think if somebody works hard for their money, they should have the right to spend it as they want.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is,
you have the right to judge them.
yes, right, yes, exactly. No,
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I could never do that. And yes, I do have a judgment about it, but I would also defend their right to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
What if you could cut a deal and you could only spend 9 minutes of the trip and use the extra money for something else? Would you do it then?
What extra money?
So if you worked out how much each minute was, so it's got to be like 3 mil. So you go, instead of 11 minutes, let's do it for 9 minutes, and I'll take the extra 7 mil and just put it to something good.
That wouldn't sway me, but what about you, Coin?
Yeah, no, not it mean no. I just it'd be one. I don't. It's funny. Okay, here. This is the interesting part. Now, this actually might be get to the nitty gritty of how I feel about it.
Maybe
Because let's say Jeff Bezos said, "I'm going to donate $28 million to space science."
Yes.
And it has nothing to do with him going up.
Mm-hmm.
Is that I would be tempted to look at that favorably and say, oh, look at that. That was so generous, right? But it's the same amount of money. The only difference is he got something out of it versus technically not getting something out of it. Is that what makes it bad? I don't know. I mean, I'd have to mull that one around a little bit more.
It's a very interesting kind
Like
of question.
it's not. I don't know if it's intrinsically bad to get something out of generosity, but that's the question. Like, how much of that 28 million goes to furthering space science, and how much of it, like, how much does that mission cost? Does it cost them 10 million, and they're profiting 18 that they can then put towards research and development?
They auctioned off the ticket, so it was going to generate. The person who's going to win it was the person who's going to put down the most amount of money. Is every ticket going to be 28 mil? I don't know. I don't think so.
And didn't you say
It
again,
does
like
cost-
Coin? Didn't you say it was like the support? Is what you're saying? It was like you or Gil, or it was like you're showing the support.
Well, I was
for
saying
that
if he
cause.
donated it instead of like getting something out of it.
Well, no,
Is
with
that
the
what you mean?
auction. Well, again, like, was it Gil saying that, where it's like, the 28 million is going to support like future endeavors through the space program and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it is going to do that as part of it, right? Support future things, or someone will just pocket it all and never donate to cancer. I don't know, to cancer research. No, I'm just saying, like, again, like, I didn't know it was an auction either, because usually with auctions they usually do that for, like, they put auctions, things like that, to put it up for, like, part of it going to charity and stuff a lot of the times. So, or to help support, right? So again, I don't know.
So just to let you know,
I wouldn't
the
do it.
pricing policy to send a American astronaut to the International Space Station was 5.2 million each time, that with training and all the rest of it, to do it with the Russians.
So they overpaid 23 million.
Yeah.
Okay. Due to the auction. Okay.
Well, Gilly P, you're in your final.
Final.
stretch
You
here.
made it.
About 2 minutes and 30 seconds. What you got?
And Gil, you answered, right? You said you would do it, right, Gil?
Yeah. You know what? I mean, if I had them, you know what? I don't know. If I had 28 million to go and
I would be
spend,
devastated
then I would have to have
if you did not
a
join me for at
super
least
man.
one glass
One
of
glass.
fine
of
champagne.
fine
Low, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
champagne.
6.
Thank you, Low.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I would I do it? No, I think what I was answering was, if someone said to me, "Hey, you got to go train, and we're going to go launch another shuttle, or we're going to launch a thing," then I would absolutely be there 100%. I actually really feel the same way you guys do. I think it's an obscene amount of money for 11-minute trip. I'm never going to have that sort of money anyway, so it's really a moot point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I'd be doing it that way. Hey Grizz, how you doing? What's happening here? I have no idea.
Grizz, you
I've
missed the
completely lost
wieners and the
control.
peaches.
Absolutely. But we're 2 minutes away from hitting that
I
bell.
did.
That's a good band name too. The Wieners and the Peaches.
Wieners and peaches.
I'd make that band.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, like, again, for me, even if I had the money, more to me, it's not, again, like, I think anyone can splurge if, like, again, what Quan was talking about, like, if you earned it, you can spend the money how you want. But, like, to me, even if I had that, I would not, I don't think I would feel comfortable doing it, just because I wouldn't even feel safe, because I do believe that it's a goal that's very lofty and very dangerous and very difficult. So I would say I'd be focusing more on doing it the actual, not appropriate, but appropriate for me way, that I would want to go through the training and everything, and
Awesome.
earn my
Yeah,
way up there. Yeah.
I'm definitely there with you on that. Absolutely. It's for me, it's not about just being a passenger. It's about actually, earning a profession and being a professional and being able, there's a lot of people have forgotten some of the things that a lot of the astronauts and the cosmonauts had to do in those early days when Skylab went up. There was a solar panel that didn't deploy. There was a spacewalk. They didn't know how to deploy it. It actually took the ingenuity and the challenge of the commander of that mission to actually try something so they could deploy the solar sail, which started the air conditioning, because the actual station itself was overheated. No one could live on it, and that came through training and an understanding of the processes and the systems and all the rest of it, and the experience of being able to go on there and go and do it. So yeah, absolutely, you need to be able to go, become it's more than just sitting in a seat and riding a rocket up to past 50 miles up and saying, okay, I'm an astronaut. So I think we all agreed on that. Wow, that's it.
Triangle is wrong.
We've done it. Let's go to the cool down. Am I still on top for the cool down?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. You can close us out early. You can talk to Grizzly
All right, that's the
Ghosty,
show,
because he just
everyone.
got
See
here.
you, bye.
Bye. Grizzly Ghosty, welcome. Goodbye.
No, Grizz, how you doing?
Hi,
man?
goodbye.
It's good to see you. Awesome. So, Captain, what's your plans for this week when it comes to DLiving?
Good question. What is my plans? What's today? Today is Monday, going into Tuesday.
Mondays.
Wednesday, I go back to work. Where will I be? I'll be in Albuquerque, and
Just don't take a left at Albuquerque. You know what I'm saying?
I should actually. It's probably not that. I wonder how far that is from Roswell. Anyway, yes, IRL stream. I would. So here's the thing about Albuquerque. I have a friend there, and I haven't seen her in a long time. So I'm really looking forward to hanging out with her. But I don't know that she's gonna want to be on the stream. I haven't discussed it with her yet, so I'm not sure. If she wants to, I'll stream, and she'll probably be there. If she doesn't want to, then I probably won't stream. So I don't know if I'm going to do Albuquerque IRL or not. But then I'll be in, I think, Birmingham, Alabama is the second. overnight.
Birmingham.
Yeah. Not really too much going on there, and it's actually a really short overnight for me, so I don't know if I'll stream there either. I don't know. Do I have any best of fives coming up, BK?
You do. You do.
When's the next one I'm doing?
You have it this Thursday for you, I believe, or Thursday in the middle of or in the morning. Could be Friday morning. It's difficult
What's the
because
Pacific time?
Good question. I don't. That's the one part I didn't. It's it's 10:30 p.m. 10:30 Thursday. Yep. Thursday 10:30. You versus Renzo Scriba.
Okay. So that's actually all right. So I'll be in Birmingham. I'll be doing best of
really?
five from my hotel room.
Are you
in
serious?
Birmingham.
In
Yep.
Alabama or?
Yeah.
Wow.
Alabama.
Wow, Alabama.
That'll be my first time competing on best of five, not from Seattle.
Fresh off a
Wow.
5-0 sweep.
Guys, definitely check that out. That's going to be on BK Johnson's
right,
stream.
man. I forgot
BK,
all
what's
about
your
that.
plans for this week on?
Tomorrow I
DLive.
got sexy time.
Of course.
Day after that, I have sexy time every day. But anyway, tomorrow is sexy time. Day after that is Made Up TV versus Loki 3333. Then we have
Cool.
Coin Captain versus Renzo Scriba. Then we got Broken Flower on Sunday or Saturday. And then more game shows next week after this. I still already have at least 2 or 3 more game shows, I think. So we're probably averaging 3 or 4 a week right now. So just chugging along
Awesome.
there. And I'm also
Doing
working
a great
on
job. You get,
yeah.
if you
Gotta
guys
get my
haven't
VP.
gone over
Gotta get VP.
to help BK get to 1,000, go over there, give him a follow. He's very, very
absolutely.
close and does an amazing job. So, by all means, go and give him a hand. That's what it's all about here on DLive. It's all about the DLive and supporting it, those streamers that you love. It's awesome. Guys, I've had a ball tonight. I don't know about you guys, but I've had a ball. I've also got a ball that hit me in the head a couple of times towards on that last section. Thank you, Kelly Captain.
Well,
Triangle.
Thank you, BK.
Thank you, Gilly
The triangle's
P.
happening, guys. We're trying out, as I said, this new format where we've got the countdown and all the rest of it. We're coming up to 8 seconds. So who are we hosting? I believe.
Oh, the triangle already rang, but we're good. Yeah, hosting.
That's all right.
It was. Are they still on?
Check Discord.
Check Discord.
Check Discord.
Look at that! I got to check Discord in the middle of
Yeah, you
Toppin.
do. Yeah, you do. I threw a suggestion in there. If you guys don't want it, that's cool. You can fill in your own, but I threw a suggestion in there.
Oh.
All right, let me go and see. Oh, the Cosmos. Is that what's going on?
Well,
it's a new channel that I
space.
found. They've got some good
Let's get-
music.
absolutely.
Yeah, we were just talking about space. Actually,
Let's
the
do it.
music's cool. The graphics are cool.
Wow.
They only have
Alright.
19 followers. I figure we could help
Ooh.
somebody.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah, we can definitely help.
Jason
them
with Joe,
out,
the
right?
voice is here. Jason with
Bring
Joe.
Voice just
home
walked
the
in.
bacon.
Let's go
team.
space. Let's go to space, guys.
How's it going,
Let's go to space, guys.
Jay?
We're gonna catch up with you next week. I'm also, I'm gonna go check me out. I'm starting a new lunar delivery service, and I'm gonna be doing some IRL streaming here on DLive. It's not the only way to get into space, baby, is going and spending 28 mil. Let me tell you, I'm gonna go and do it my way. So I'm gonna go and invite you guys to come along here on DLive and go see me make a few space bucks as I deliver some cargo and a few other things in my secondhand lunar lander.
Say hi to Miss Thunder for me.
We'll do that. Who? What?
Miss Thunder said she was.
I don't know what you're talking
She
about.
said she was an
Throwing out Miss
astronaut.
Thunder
Remember?
for-
She said she was an
Oh,
astronaut.
of course,
Anyway,
yes. I hit you right up there with Miss Thunder. The problem is there's too much smoke in the cabin. That's another story altogether. Guys, been a pleasure. Coin Captain,
Yes, sir.
BK Johnson.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We
R.
Trilogy.
Woo! See you next week,
We-
guys.
We will see you all next week. Have a fantastic one. Stay yourself. You do you, we'll do us, and we'll all meet together. See you real soon.
Go raid the cosmos, guys. See ya.